Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go. It is game 4. Mavericks versus Clippers. Welcome into Mavericks Today. I'm Jeffrey Cooperstein. Cannot wait for this one. Been waiting all since Friday night. As soon as that game was over, I wanted to get right back on the court and play another 48 if I was the Dallas Mavericks. Welcome in. It's going to be a great day. We have a watch party for you guys, hanging out all throughout the game. Tip off about 2:40 Central Time. So 25 minutes or so to hang out a little bit before the game. This is going to be a huge one. No Kawhi Leonard for the Los Angeles Clippers. He has been ruled out with his right knee inflammation. He only played 25 minutes in Friday night's game, and he said it was bothering him. Couldn't practice yesterday. Then he was ruled out today by Tyronn Lue and the Clippers medical staff. He will not play, and the Mavericks have to take advantage of the opportunity. They cannot do what they did last time when Kawhi Leonard was out and completely just lay down and let them walk all over you. It cannot happen again. Need the Mavs to come out with the force they came out with in Game 2 and Game 3 and show up and show out and take a 3-1 lead in this series. Luka Doncic will play. Jason Kidd said in his pregame press conference that Luka was going to test his knee, and we'll see how it goes, but he's been officially made available according to Mavericks PR. There was never a doubt Luka was playing in this game, and he loves the moment. He even said, he's like, if I can go, I'm going to go. So we're excited for that. Normal starting lineup for the Mavericks, it's going to be Doncic, Kyrie, Jones, Washington, Gafford. Amir Coffey takes Kawhi Leonard's place in the Clippers starting lineup. And let's get it, man. We're about 20 minutes away or so from tip-off. A full show for you guys today. I cannot wait. But I want to get this show started. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We're here live at our studios in Dallas, Texas, right about a mile or so away from the American Airlines Center, actually. So we will be broadcasting here in Dallas. But let me know where you guys are at. I see Sean in the chat. Luka Longballs, JNMC, Nate Furchow, Noah Turner. I'm good, brother. Time Man saying, let's go. Maya's, what's up, Koopy? And also, this is my first time being in a Dallas Mavericks live stream. Shout out to Maya's. Appreciate you. Time Man watching from OHIO. Noah watching from Lubbock, Texas, the LBK. Love it. Love it, love it. It's going to be a big one. Going to be a big one, fellas. I think if the Mavericks play with the same defensive intensity that they played with in Game 2 and in Game 3, this will be a 3-1 lead going back to LA for Game 5, and I think the Clippers' spirits are going to be broken, especially after the complete lapses in judgment that they had in the last game when Russell Westbrook completely lost his marbles, when when Terance Mann completely lost his marbles as well. I think if the Mavericks can just keep on establishing that defensive intensity that they have all throughout Game 2 and in Game 3, they're going to frustrate the Clippers even more, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Jared Collier says, enjoy your passion in the vibe, man. Shout out to Jared. Gerard, if it's Gerard, I apologize. We got someone from Israel watching. Shout out Israel, Shamrock, Texas as well. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning into today's show. We're going to have a lot of fun, so stay tuned. But we could not do today's show if it wasn't for our wonderful sponsors here at, you guys want to guess? You guys already know it's Prize Picks, baby. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's Mavericks Today live stream. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, you'll get a first deposit match up to $100. And what is Prize Picks, you ask? Well, it's daily fantasy sports made easy. You can win big money. All you have to do is select 2 to 6 players, choose their stat projections, whether it's more or less. And by the way, they have NHL, they have NBA, Major League Baseball, NFL when that season's here. They have soccer, they have League of Legends, all sorts of entries you can make with our friends over at Prize Picks. So get going right now today. And I do have a little Prize Picks entry for you guys here. I'm going to take Luka less than 52.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then I'm going to go ahead and select the more on Kyrie Irving's 24 points. I think Kyrie's going to do a little bit better. He only had 2 points in the first half last time. 19 in the second. That equals 22. I think he'll get 2 more points. And then Paul George, I'm going to go with the less than 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. George is completely ghosted in this series, and I kind of expect it to be more of the same, even if Kawhi Leonard's out. But pick more, pick less. Just make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Again, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Because we love and we care about you, we will put that in the comments and the description of today's show. It's Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All right. I want to ask you guys this. Biggest concern for the Mavs this series. I asked you this in game 2, and I think a lot of you said it was the inability to make shots. I still think that's somewhat of a concern, considering the Mavs only scored 101 points. I know we're saying only. But Luka struggled. He was 7 of 25 from the field, 3 of 14 from 3. Kyrie only had 2 points in the first half. So I would say the inability to make shots is my biggest concern so far. But let me know what you guys think down there. Cowboy season saying, yo! Shout out Noah Tubbs. Maya excited for this game as well. I'm telling you, exactly. Nate, 25 points, rebounds, and assists for PG. He has been awful in this series. I think it's very possible. If you don't believe it, you can take the more, and we'll see who wins. In the NBA game that's going on right now, the New York Knicks have a 3-point lead over the Philadelphia 76ers. About 6 minutes left in that one, and then we will get to the fun stuff, baby. It's Mavs. It's Clippers. It's game 4. I cannot wait. Time Man saying LGK, not Time Man. You got to type your MFFLs, baby. This is our motto. This is our motto. We'll see. I really hope Luka can get it going on the offensive end. He has been pretty inefficient in this series, and I think that's also credit to the Clippers because they have played fantastic defense on him. And I think that if they continue to keep on doing that, Luka is the buckets will be hard to come by. He had 33 in game 1, 32 in game 2. The game 2 buckets that he got, he had to earn every single one of them. I mean, they were on him all throughout the game. So we'll see if he's able to establish some sort of offensive rhythm early. I think the key for the Mavs early in the game is to get Luka and Kyrie as many touches and as many attempts as possible. So those guys can try to get a feel for themselves, try to get their rhythm going, because we saw what happened in the first quarter of last game, and we saw that the Mavs were kind of struggling, but they played so well on the defensive end that on the offensive end it didn't matter. Time Man says he knows MFFLs. Spam the MFFLs, baby, if you're a real Mavs fan. I know we have a lot of real ones down here in the chat, and we are going to make this the best place to watch the Mavericks game outside of the AAC. If you're at the AAC today, be sure to be loud. Wear, I don't think they're t-shirts today. I think they're just towels. So wave your towel, be loud, make it a tough atmosphere for the Clippers. I know the AAC can get lit. Stars won in overtime last night. That was a big boost for our DFW sports morale. Time Man, MFFL, Noah, Reglis is in the chat. Laces as well. Let's go, baby. Get those MFFLs going in the chat. Derrick Jones, lobs, please. The Mavs were really good at the lobs in the last game. Dereck Lively had 13 points, I believe, in just 15 minutes. So if the Clippers can't defend that here in this game, then the Mavs are going to have an easy time on that pick and roll trying to establish those easy buckets. Matthew typing his MFFL as well. Shout out to all of you guys. Let's see. We are about 16 minutes away from tip. So be sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all of the real ones that subscribed over the last couple of games. If you're just joining us, we do watch parties for basically every single playoff game here at Mavericks Today. We cover the latest Mavericks news and rumors all throughout the season, the playoffs, the draft lottery, the draft, free agency, all throughout the offseason and the season. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button. My goal today is to get to 26,200 subs. Can we get to 26,200 subs? Matthew, is THJ not playing really good for us? Never want to see anyone get hurt. It's not the end of the world that THJ is out with an ankle sprain. Would you like his minutes and his availability? Sure. I don't know if he gives you much on the offensive end anymore. I've kind of been saying that over the last month and a half to 2 months now. He just really hasn't been able to do anything that made THJ a lot of money in this league. So it's unfortunate he's out, but is it the end of the world by any means? No. Noah, can the Mavs afford to bring back Derrick Jones? That's a great question. It depends on what mid-level exception the Mavericks get, I think. If they have the taxpayer mid-level, I don't believe they'll be able to bring back Derrick Jones. If they find a way to get under that luxury tax and they're able to have the full mid-level exception, which will be approximately 13-ish million, give or take, I do believe they'll be able to bring back Jones on that. I think he's going to get it back this offseason, man, and deservedly so. But I do feel really confident that if Jones is to leave in free agency, Mavs have Omax coming up through the pipeline, and I think Omax is going to be an awesome player. If you're in the DFW area, it looks like we got a little Nader watch out there in Henderson and Navarro, so be safe out there if you're watching in those areas. No, way too early in free agency. Is it more about retention or another push? Noah, Ty Beasy, what up? Noah, if I had to guess, it's going to be a relatively quiet offseason for the Mavs. They're over the cap already. They have a very late draft pick. I believe it's from the Celtics, so it's 58. It's the last pick in the draft. Will the Mavs even take someone, or will they just trade that away or take a draft and stash guy? They'll be able to use the mid-level, whether it be the taxpayer or the full mid-level. They'll try to make some trades as well. Like, I think Tim Hardaway will be traded this offseason. Wouldn't shock me at all if Jaden Hardy was moved or Maxi Kleba. But I don't think they're going to go, like, big fish hunting for, like, a Kevin Durant, who I believe will become available after the Suns lose their series. So I don't think they're going to go big fish hunting, but they will try to find ways to incrementally improve this team. Dante Exum will be back next year. They have him non-guaranteed for $3 million. His contract will guarantee June 28th, I believe. So the Exum will be back, and it's going to be relatively the same team, minus a few changes or so. If you want the Mavs to beat the Clippers, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. It's a free and easy way to help the show and help YouTube push it out to all the Mavericks fans out there on YouTube. Maya. Koopy, did you know the Los Angeles Lakers won yesterday over at Denver, and now the Lakers are down 3-1? Yes, I did, Maya. I did watch a little bit of that game. Go for the Lakers, gentlemen sweep. That series will go back to Denver, and it will be over in 5. It will be. Will Brandon Williams get an opportunity? I doubt it. The Mavs might keep him on the two-way next year, but I don't think that he's going to have like a roster opportunity or anything. Look, he's good, but he's not a guy who I think is a high-impact guy. I don't believe he is. Please hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. The Knicks leading by 1 with 4.5 minutes remaining there in Philadelphia. Let's check in on some other action. Noah, the Suns are cooked, man. It's kind of embarrassing after they went and got Bradley Beal. Matt Ishbia bought the team. They traded for Kevin Durant, went and got Bradley Beal, and they have done nothing. Who could have ever seen that coming? Yeah, the Suns are a joke. It would not shock me at all if I will almost guarantee one of Devin Booker or Kevin Durant gets traded. I would lean it's Durant, but if it was Booker, I would not be shocked in the least. I really wouldn't. I could see Booker being a Knick. I could see KD being a Knick, maybe somewhere else that you don't foresee because it's KD, so who knows, but Turtug, I hope I'm not right, but the Clippers will play good today. Look, if the Clippers play good today, the Mavs just got to play better. I kind of think that's where we are. The Mavs they have to play better, and they have for the last 2 games. They've been better. The Clippers were not good in Game 2 and in Game 3. They did make some tough shots, but I do think this team has been the better team over the series, over the 2. The Mavs obviously didn't show up in Game 1. The Clippers did not show up in Game 2 or Game 3. No Kawhi Leonard today. We'll see with their backs against the wall what kind of fight they put up. But I think the Mavs are the better team in this series, and that should show today, hopefully. Right now with Leonard not 100, Clippers may actually play better with him sitting. Mavs got to shoot better, period. Same D, and Gafford got to play strong. You could not have said it better, Johnny Smith. Could not have said it better. Yes, they have to come out with the same intensity that they had in game 2 and in game 3, or they're not going to win. I think that's plain and simple. You cannot just come out here flat like they did in game 1 for sure. We do have a super chat menu for today. Any super chat will give you a shout out 5. We'll do a let's go Mavs. Let's go Mavs. And $20. Got a little happy dad here. Fruit punch. I've never had this one before. But we'll crack it open, do a little beer chug, so why not? Super chats, obviously, they help chat sports, hire new people. We hired 4 new people this week that just came in. Helps us get new studio space as well. They don't go to me. They go directly to the company. So any and all donations are greatly appreciated. What would I rather have? Mavs make it 110 or Clips make it under 100? I would go under 100 again. I think that the 2 straight games of under 100 points is absolutely awesome. And I love that the Mavs' defensive intensity is ramped up to this point because they were abysmal in game 1. The effort just wasn't there. And so I hope they can do that once again because if they're able to, they're just going to break the Clippers' will. They really will. Let's see. Would you intake, as long as the Mavericks stay aggressive and we don't allow the Clippers to offer a spark, we're due a great shooting game. We are due a good shooting game for sure. They did not shoot very well in game 2 and in game 3, and that's why getting the win on the defensive end is that much more impressive. Absolutely. What time we got here, fellas? We are 8 minutes-ish away from tip. Knowing ESPN, they probably push that back because they're fraudulent. But we'll see what happens there. As we approach tip-off here of Mavs and Clippers, let me know who you got down in the comments. Type DAL for the Mavs. Type LAC for the Los Angeles Clippers. I better see all DALs in the chat. We had some weird Clippers fans in here last time. Let's drown them all out. Maya says, if someone sends a $500 super chat, me, Marshy, Rolly, Seeps, F. Rolly, and Smitty Dog, and Allie Barefoot, and Mitchell Renz, beer boot race. Maya, I'm in. Are you going to do it? Is it going to be you? Cowboy season, who do you want the Mavs to trade for this offseason? I haven't even thought about the offseason yet, to be honest. I know that's a cop-out answer, but I don't know if there's a whole lot out there for the Mavericks to do, really. So I have not really thought about the offseason, what my targets would even look like yet. It wouldn't be someone like a Kevin Durant or a Devin Booker who I think could be on the market. It would be a smaller name who I think is a role player that could help out this Mavs team. Ty Beasy, Laces, typing in their DALs. Let's go. Intake. Noah. Oh, yeah. Marshall's always fired up, Noah. He's fired up. He inspires me. The Kang is in the chat. Shout out to Kang, baby. Says, I think the Mavs can beat anyone and win it all. MFFL. I think so as well, brother. I really do. I think so as well. They have the ingredients. They have Luka, who I think is the best player in the world. They have Kyrie Irving, who we've seen is a killer in the playoffs. So I believe that anything is possible if this Mavericks team can get past the Clippers. 2 minutes remaining in the Knicks and Sixers. The Knicks are up 3 with the ball. Jalen Brunson getting the rebound. We are almost time to tip. Oh, yeah, I'm hyped. Maya, we will definitely be talking about that. I do think there is I would say a 2% possibility that LeBron James could be on the Mavericks next season. LeBron loves Luka. He loves Dallas. He loves Kyrie Irving. If the Mavs were to give like a guarantee, I don't know, to Clutch and to Bronny that they draft him late in the second round, I could see it, but I'm not. Do I want LeBron on this team? I don't know. I wouldn't trade for him. He would have to opt out. I wouldn't pick up that $51.4 million. He'd have to opt out and sign with the Mavs in free agency, and it would have to be like some sort of sign and trade. I would not. I wouldn't trade for him. I wouldn't. Darius, that's what I'm saying, but there were people in the chat last time. Look at our live poll. I mean, I asked who you got, Mavericks and Clippers. It's only 92% Mavs. You'd think that'd be 100. This is a Mavs channel. Omar, what's good? What's good, my friend? What's good? Shout out to Omar's burner. No, I did hear that as well. If Orlando gives Clay a bag, all the more power to him. I would not. Lake says, Dirk is still ahead of Luka. As far as what? As being like the Mavs GOAT? For sure. I will say this, though. Dirk never reached this peak of how good Luka is. He never did. Knicks up 4, but Kelly Oubre, he'll miss a 3. Kyle Lowry gets the board. Philadelphia trying to stage a last-second comeback here. Luka's definitely, he is. He is a better player than Dirk ever was. Luka is he is, if not the best player in the world, he is number 2. Dirk never got there. Dirk got to maybe top 5, but he was never this. The one time Dirk was the best player in the world was in the 2011 postseason, and the Mavs came out of there with the title. That's what happened. Darius Braun off the bench. Braun will not come off the bench if he comes to the Mavs. That's for damn sure. We are approaching tip-off here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas as the Knicks and Sixers winds down. 55 seconds remaining in that. Knicks up 6. Let me know who you got down in the comment section. Dirk in 2011 or Luka this postseason have a better supporting cast? I'm going to go with Dirk. Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, who was the perfect foil to Dirk. Sean Marion, Deshaun Stevenson. The janitor, Jan Mahinmi. If Karan was available, I would definitely say that team. But I believe that team had a better supporting cast than this. And if Luka is able to carry them to the championship, then so be it. Mavs should consider getting Royce O'Neal in free agency. The Mavs have beef with Royce O'Neal, Omar. He's gotten into it with Luka a few times, and I know that they can settle that. And if Luka approved it, they would have no problem. But the Mavs do have some beef with Royce O'Neal, although I would like that signing. They tried to go get Bruce Brown last offseason. Bruce Brown has been a horrible flop this year. I wouldn't hate getting a Bruce Brown back. Damn, Jalen Brunson, 45 today. 45, 18 of 34 from the field for JB. Shout out JB, man. Love Jalen Brunson. All love for him. Dan the man, Kawhi is out indefinitely, brother. He is. The Clippers said they're not sure if he's going to be back this series at all. So we'll see what happens. But it doesn't sound like he's going to play in the remainder of this series. Wanted to flash the Super Chat menu one more time. Any Super Chat is a shout out. 5, we'll do a Let's Go Mavs chant. $20, we'll do a beer chug. Just getting a little crazy here on a Sunday after the NFL draft as we approach tip-off here in the American Airlines Center. It's Mavs, it's Clips, it's Game 4, and it's next. Oh, man, let's see what happens. Let's see. Will PG leave the Clips? Possibly. PG could definitely leave the Clips if they lose this series. I could see that. Would I take him on the Mavs? No. I don't think he can perform in the postseason. I've seen it the last 3 or 4 years. He is not a consistent postseason performer. If it came down to the Mavs or Golden State for LeBron, who would he pick? I think he'd pick Golden State, honestly. Noah, I do. He's always said he wanted to go play with Steph. I know he loves Luka, but I think he'd want to team up with Steph to try to go get his 5th ring. I could see him going to Golden State. I actually think if he leaves the Lakers, I think Golden State is the spot that he goes to. Omar, it should be, but it's never that easy. Never that easy. Lake, the Clips are going to push the pace without Leonard. We got to rotate well. Yes, absolutely, we have to rotate well. They'll try to push it for sure. This game will not start at 2:40, by the way, because New York has 2 timeouts. Philadelphia has 1 timeout. This game will not start on time. OG Anunoby bringing it up the court, gets it into the front court, and the Knicks are trying to just drain all the clock they can. 10 remaining. Brunson steps through a trap. Josh Hart driving on Embiid. Josh Hart loses it. Embiid gets the steal. Clippers or Sixers trying to get a quick bucket. The Knicks are about to challenge an out of bounds pass because the officials are incompetent, as I said last time. Taurean Prince to Mavs. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Nate, fully agree. Kawhi has been a joy to watch over his career. The injuries have been very frustrating. I think some of his off the court antics, so to speak, have been interesting. It just feels like I don't know. I don't think he wants to play hurt. And if you're a superstar in the NBA, you got to do everything you can to go get that ship. And he did that in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors on the quadruple bounce against Joel Embiid. Do I hate Scott Foster? This is maybe an unpopular opinion. Scott Foster is one of the better refs in the NBA, guys. Especially when you're on the road, you want Scott Foster on the road because he is not afraid of the crowd. He will not let the crowd influence him, and he gives you a fair call on the road. Does he have his weird quirks, and does he have his moments of arrogance where you're like, what are you doing? He does. Scott Foster is one of the better refs in the NBA, and that just tells you more about the state of officiating than anything else, frankly, which is sad. He was never staying there, though. He was never staying there. I think he wanted to live in LA. He's from San Diego, still lives in San Diego. They let him commute from San Diego to LA, so he has it easy down in LA. He just signed a 3-year extension there, worth the max. So he's not going anywhere anytime soon. If you're ready for tip-off, go ahead and type me down in the chat. We are just moments away from tip-off of Game 4 of Mavericks versus Clippers. Type those me's down in the chat. Let's get the chat going. Let's get more Mavs fans in here, baby. Come on. Come on, let's get it. Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the game cast just to make sure it has not started yet. Corey, Omar typing me. Dan the Man typing me as well. How many points for Luka tonight? 28. 28 for Luka tonight. Game has not started yet. This is an ABC exclusive, so they will not start until this game ends. They're still reviewing this out-of-bounds call on the Knicks with 27 seconds remaining, so we'll see what happens there. Corey saying go Mavericks. Go Mavericks. Let's go, baby. Lake, I'm going to take the under on 40. I'll take the under. Mike typing is me as well. Shout out. Type those me's down in the comments if you're ready for a tip-off. We are moments away as we await the end of this Knicks and Philadelphia 76ers game. Tyrese Maxey, a DFW product. Jalen Brunson, former Mav point guard. A couple of Dallas ties in this game. Agreed, Nate. I agree, unfortunately. I'll never admit that that Duncan is better than Dirk, but yeah, I agree. All right. This is going to be Sixers ball as the challenge stands. This one's taking forever to end. Forever to end. While we await tip-off, if you guys would do me a and go give me a follow on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27, link down below. I will be tweeting all throughout the game and throughout the offseason and all that. So please go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27 if you love the Mavs and want to talk more Mavs ball on Twitter or X or whatever the cool kids are calling it nowadays. This game is going to take forever to end. There's going to be so many reviews. Ricardo typing me as well. Corey saying, go Luka. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Going to the review once again. David Guthrie, Sean Wright, It always just takes forever for these guys, man. I'm ready to get this game started. Look at that. We've already picked up 3 subs on today's show. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to y'all, man. Let's get this to 200 today. 26,200. That's our goal for today's show. $27 seconds remaining in the Knicks and the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey about to go to the line for free throws. The King would love to see a big game from... Sorry, I can't read that. It's blocking. From PJ. Yeah, that'd be cool. If PJ can knock down a corner 3 or 2, it would go a long way in the Mavericks winning. Same with Josh Green. Embiid gets it. The inbound. Goes right to the rim. Probably got fouled. No call. The rebound to the Knicks. Josh Hart grabbing the board. The Knicks are on the verge of a 3-1 series lead. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. This game will not start until the Knicks and Sixers game is over. So you aren't missing a thing here. This is Dallas Mavericks Today. I am Jeffrey Cooperstein. We're here for a Mavericks watch party if you're just joining us, as the Mavericks look to take a 3-1 lead on the Clippers. Nate, I would put it right at a 50-50. That would be a great series, I think. I really believe that the Mavs could win. I think OKC could win the series as well. Josh Hart missed the first free throw to make it interesting here. And the second one is up. And no good. Philadelphia with time here. 15 seconds. Kyle Lowry with the rock over to Maxey. Maxey driving in the lane. He spins. Lowry going to shoot a 3. It's no good. Gets the rebound and gets fouled with 7.5 seconds remaining. I think Lowry will make both. They're going to foul and then shoot free throws. So we still have a couple of minutes remaining here, guys. Dan the Man, I love that. PJ, dog. Westbrook, clown. Westbrook is such a clown after what happened last game. Embarrassing. Him and Terance Mann both. Joke. Lake, that's a huge key for sure. Can Lively and Daniel Gafford keep Chet in check? For sure. And Chet can play out on the perimeter. I think that kind of makes Gafford's life a little bit difficult. You're going to hate hearing this, but I'll tell you right now, it's going to be not Tyrese Maxey. It's going to be Maxi Kleber that would play a lot in that series against Chet Holmgren. Kyle Lowry missed the second free throw on purpose to try to get the board. They did not get it. Jalen Brunson got to make one free throw, and Philadelphia will be done. Oh, yeah, I think it would be a 6 or 7 game series for sure. I absolutely do. That'd be a long series. Brunson with 45 tonight, 7 of 9 from the line. First one's up. Butter. Game over. Knicks going to advance 3-1 on the series. Closeout game in MSG on the horizon. Getting MVP chance at the Wells Fargo Center. I love JB, man. I'm so glad he's balling out for the Knicks. Me too, Mike. Me too. The Kang, I would say it's KD. I'd say it's Book. Of course, Nick Nurse is going to take a timeout. Get the real game started, boys. Let's go here. Get the real game started, man. Come on. Looks like it has. 1 second. Let me find this real quick, guys. I think the game is underway. No, still haven't. One moment, fellas. Just trying to find the game here. I think they put it on. I think they put it on ESPN News to start. Here we go. Okay. No score, but we are underway here at the American Airlines Center. Haven't missed anything. Here we go. James Harden at the top of the key. Gets into the lane. He'll take a 15-foot jumper. It's short. Daniel Gafford gets the board, and Mavs go the other way. Come on. Luka pushing the pace a little bit. Gets the Zubats mismatch. Luka gets into the lane, and they're going to call a foul. As Luka almost had a free layup there, but a foul was called, and the Mavs will inbound side out. God, Terance Mann is such a bum. Inbound to Gafford, who would dribble handoff back to Luka. Luka, guarded by Zubats. He cooks him, gets past him, gets fouled, almost gets the N1. Luka will go to the line. Terance Mann's already trying to talk shit and start shit. We're doing this a minute into the game already? Come on, man. Jeez. Luka going to go to the line here for the first points of the ball game. First one is up, and it is good to give the Mavs the first lead of today's game. There was a little bit of seesaw in the first half last time, so we'll see if that's the case again. MVP chance rattling out for Luka. He makes both. Gives the Mavs a 2-0 lead. Harden brings it up. The left side, passes it over to Coffee, who will take a left wing three. It's no good. The rebound to Derrick Jones Jr. Gets it to Kyrie, and here come the Mavs. Kyrie on the left side. Gets himself open on the baseline. Drops it off to Derrick Jones, but there's an offensive foul. Oh, it just went out of bounds. Never mind. Not offensive foul. Harden, who's been the best player for the Clippers this series, kicks it out to Coffee at the top of the key. They try to get it to George, and they do. George at the logos, the screen from Coffee. Luka now switched on to Paul George. Kind of crosses him up. Luka's going to get called for a trip. I don't know about that one, Jim. I think George just kind of slipped. Luka already trying to get a technical. Yeah, it's going to be a foul. George obviously, sold it, but Luka on Harden, top of the key. Now they trap him. They force it to Coffee, who takes a foul line jumper. It's no good. Rebound to Derrick Jones. And here come the Mavs trying to push the pace a little bit. Luka spotted P.J. Washington trying to make an alley-oop, couldn't get it to him. Now they're going to settle it down here. 2-0 score, 3 minutes in. Luka, top of the key, crosses over. Fouled by Harden, no call. Bumps him. Fadeaway. Good, Luka. Nice little fadeaway jumper from the right side of the free throw line. Gives the Mavs a 4-0 lead. And another foul called on Derrick Jones. It looks like the officials are trying to make their statement on this game because everyone came to see the referees here in the playoffs. Give me a break. Darius, I know. It's going to be a long one. It is for sure. 71 people watching, only 29 likes. Please, can we get up to 40 likes right now? Be sure to go ahead and like that video. Harden, the inbound. George going to take a three from the right side, and it's good for the first points of the Clippers evening here. Clippers are doing everything they can to frustrate the Mavs so far. Gafford with the screen. Luka puts his defender in jail, gets it to Gafford, who's in the paint, and it's too easy. That's an easy two for Daniel Gafford. A great pick and roll, perfectly executed by the Mavericks. As the number one guy in the league for field goal percentage puts it in. Amir Coffey on the drive. He'll pull up and he'll hit. Six to 5 game. Terance Mann trying to make things annoying again. Luka, step back three, top of the key. Almost airballs, but Gafford gets the board and he's fouled and will go to the line for two. Luka wasn't even close on that one, but he smiles. He said, my bad. Smiles as they get the foul. He almost got a foul, his second foul called on that last possession when he bumped Amir Coffey, but the refs did not fall for it. Thank God. As Daniel Gafford goes to the line for two. Gafford averaging just 3.7 points over the first 3 games here. And the first one rattles home, hit the back iron, but went in. Gafford has played in the postseason before, but it was a long time ago, so this is his first playoff action in a good while. Second one is good for Gafford. Harden loses control, but gets it back. Clippers reestablish their offense. Zubats gets it on the left baseline. He's going to back Gafford down. Mavs come to trap, but Zubats too much easy jump hook in the lane for two. He's been great in this series once again, as the Mavs always have trouble with Ivica Zubats. Kyrie, right side jumper, doesn't rattle, but Gafford almost gets the rebound, but they're going to call James Harden for a loose ball foul, and it will be Mavericks basketball. Need Kyrie to get it going here early. Need it. Eight to 7, Harden already has 2 fouls in the game. They're trapping Luka on the left baseline. Luka trying to look for a pass. He tried to find one, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. He couldn't find it. He just threw it right into the backcourt. $7:17 remaining in the first quarter. Mavericks with an 8-7 lead. Mann inbounds to Zubats, and they get it to Harden to set up their offense. Guarded by Kyrie Irving. Paul George on the curl, guarded by Jones. He gets in the lane. Paul George will lay it up and in, and the Clippers will take their first lead of the night. Jones to Gafford. Gafford dribble handoff, Kyrie Irving, top of the key. Kyrie guarded by Coffey. Clippers looking to send a trap. They don't. Kyrie will just pull up from three. It's no good. But the rebound to Jones, who gets it to Luka. Luka will pull up from three now. It's no good. Coffey grabs the board. Mavs cold from shooting early in this one. Harden gets in the lane. He'll kick out to Mann. He'll rotate it to Coffey. Coffey into the lane. Back out to Harden. Good defense from the Mavericks. Paul George with the ball. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Over to Terance Mann in the lane. Mann traveled, didn't call it. But then they called a late foul. Oh, they called a push. Are you joking? The officials in this game. The officials just. They make me so angry. Just do your job. Just do your job. That's all I'm asking. Mavericks down 1 early. Nothing to be concerned about just yet, though. And something that you guys should do with me right now is play PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All you have to do is pick 2 to 6 players, go take their stat projection, whether you want more or less, and then you earn real money in real time. You can do it with NBA playoffs. You can do it with Major League Baseball. You can do it with the NHL playoffs. Any of your favorite sports, they're probably on PrizePicks. So, like I said, prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Here's my entry for today. I'm going to go with the less on Luka Doncic, 53.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Luka's been kind of slow in this series, so I'll keep that trend. Kyrie, more than 24 points. I'm really hoping Kyrie can get it going in a first half and put together a full 48-minute performance. That remains to be seen. And Paul George, 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Look, Paul George has been bad throughout this series. He's been bad in recent postseasons, so I don't think that changes anytime soon. But pick more, pick less. Just make sure you do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. That link will be made clickable in the comments and the description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for being today's sponsor of Mavericks Today. Mavs live and die by the 3. Yes, they do. They definitely live and die by the 3. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Gotta hydrate. Stay hydrated. TV timeout. First one of the game. The 2 fouls is less than ideal, certainly. It is. I didn't think that last one was a foul at all, but who am I guess, right? Harden also has 2, though, so that's a positive. But Jones and Doncic both having 2 fouls is something to watch for the Mavs for sure. I would be shocked if Jason Kidd didn't go to the bench here. Whether it's Dante Exum or Josh Green, I think one of them will be in, and maybe Dereck Lively as well to step in for the Mavericks. All right, we're good. Had to make sure we had it on the right channel because they started on ESPN News and then they changed. So we're back. Back on ABC. No worries. The King. Dude, every game they feel like they're the ones that are being watched. It's incredible. No Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers today. The right knee inflammation was bothering him too much. Played just 25 minutes in the other game as Terance Mann knocks down the free throw. Mavericks ball. Luka with it. Still in the game with 2 fouls. He crosses over Amir Coffey, gets in the lane, tries to go up, doesn't get a call, but still banks it in. What do we have to do to get a foul call around here? I mean, Luka gets hacked every single time he goes to the lane. Nothing. 11-10, Clippers still lead. 6 minutes remaining. Dereck Lively is in the game, though, as they have James Harden in a bit of trouble. He passes it out to Zubats, over to George. George will take a pull-up 3 at the top of the key. It's short. Josh Green the rebound as he enters, and Luka will slow it down. Luka has Harden. He's going to post him up on the right side. Backing him down. Fade away. No good. Clippers board. Some dumb shots being taken by the Mavs so far. I don't love that. Harden foul baits Josh Green. They're going to call it on the floor. Thank God. But he foul baits Josh Green into a foul, and it'll be Clippers ball. I mean, he just goes every time. I hate watching James Harden play basketball. It's not a foul. Not a foul. It just isn't. Joke, man. They're already in the bonus, so Harden's going to go to the line anyways for 2, but the fact that we're calling that a foul in the NBA playoffs is embarrassing to basketball. It makes the sport kind of unwatchable sometimes. I'm going to hear what the commentators are saying. Not a foul. It's not. I know. Oh, wrong score. My bad. It is 13-10 Clippers with 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Kyrie gets it over to Luka on the left side. Green trying to come set a screen. They get the Zubats mismatch. Luka cooks him, gets into the lane, spins, has Washington for a wide open 3. Washington can't hit. Mann gets the boards, trying to push the pace. Terance Mann gives it off to Paul George. George gets into the lane, floater, and 1. Are the Mavs really going to do this again? Are we going to have a complete no-show from the Dallas Mavericks once again here? That one was a foul, by the way. As Maxi Kleber sets to check in, but Mavs need to wake up, man. I know it's 2:30. It's a matinee game. The sun is still out and you're playing basketball, but this is the postseason, brother. You got to show up. Free throw's good. Clippers take a 6-point lead. Dante Exum in. They get Josh Green. A wide open look from 3. It's short. Mavs can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. As the Clippers could go up as much as 9. Harden pulls up from 3, and they are up 9. Jason Kidd's going to take a timeout. A bad start once again for the Dallas Mavericks here as the Clippers go up 19-10 with 4:19 remaining in the first quarter. What do we have to do to get the Mavs up to a better start? Harden pushes off Kleber, step back, and he hits the 3. And the Clippers are up 9 without their best player once again. Do the Mavs think they can switch off when Kawhi Leonard's not playing? Is that what they think? My God. ESPN showing clips of Dirk being a champion and Finals MVP, yet they're showing from the second round when he won the real MVP. No, exactly. You have to make open shots if you're in the NBA. And James Harden has something against the NBA refs because he gets every single call. And when he pushes off, they don't call it at all. Oh boy. Sluggish start for the Mavs so far. Hopefully they can get it back together here. Hopefully they can get it back together. I don't know if they mailed it in, Rusty, but it's not been a good start. It's been a poor effort, I'd say. I would say it's been a poor effort. And that's not something I expected. I thought they'd have learned their lesson from game 1. All right, go follow me on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27. Because I'm tweeting about the Mavs all the time. Thought they learned their lesson from game 1. I guess I was wrong about that. Guess I was wrong. Lake, the Clippers have completely outplayed the Mavs this series out of timeouts. The Clippers have been great in out of timeout situations. I hope Jason Kidd has something drawn up here because if he doesn't, this thing could get out of hand in a hurry. The officiating has been very bad as well. But it's not the reason the Mavs are down 9. How has James Harden gotten away with it for 15 years? It makes no sense. Josh Green and Kleber, we need to go trade them. We need Josh Green and Kleber right now. I can't worry about trading anybody here at the moment. The officials are playing right into the Clippers, and the Mavericks are letting him get punked, basically. It's not good, man. It's not good. Hopefully the Mavs come out with more fire out of this timeout. Paul George has more points today than he already had in all of Game 3, where he just went 3 of 11. So that's good. Dereck Lively going to come set a screen for Kyrie. They have 3 guys on Kyrie. They swing it over to Exum. Exum looking for something. Not much doing on this possession for the Mavs. Less than 5 on the shot clock. Exum going to have to put something up. And it's short. Out of bounds on the Mavericks, though. Clippers basketball. 3:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Westbrook in the game for the first time. Keep on fighting, Marsh. I feel you. James Harden, guarded by Kyrie closely. Got to watch the foul baiter. Paul George, offensive foul on Zubac, and that's going the other way. Zubac gets caught for a little hip check, and that's going the other way. It's Mavs basketball. Come on. Need a spark here. Need a spark. Right here, right now. Let's go. Oh, and he absolutely got Kleber. He extended his leg there. I mean, clear. Just want the officials to do their jobs, that's all. Luka out of the game with 2 fouls. He has not showed up in this one. Dereck Lively can't grab a simple pass from Kyrie Irving, and it's out of bounds and it's Clippers ball. Wake up! Time to wake up! This is unacceptable! Time to wake the hell up, Mavericks! Can't be doing this. Dereck Lively turns it over after the Clippers miss a shot. Westbrook's going to take a right wing 3, and it's good. $17-2 run in the last 5 minutes for the Clippers. It's 22-10. Figure it out! Green, Exum wide open 3. It's no good. Mavs can't hit wide open shots. They're getting wide open shots from the wing, and they can't hit it. My God. This is game 1 all over again. They haven't shown up. The Mavs are down 14, man. How do you not show up at home up 2-1? How is that possible? How do you not show up at home 2-1? 10 points in the quarter. Are you joking? Ridiculous. You had a chance to break this team's will. Luka back in the game. Lively. Dribble handoff. Luka gets the switch onto Westbrook. He's going to try to step back. He does. He steps through, though. Puts it up. Banks it in. Mavs are going to need a special game from Luka today, I fear, if they're to win this one. Clippers three-pointer, no good. Kyrie the rebound. They're trying to push here. It's 3-on-3. Gets it to Green. Green gets fouled as he tries to go dunk it. Plumlee with the foul. I believe is that Mason or Miles? I can never remember which one this is. Mason. That's what I thought. Okay. Josh Green going to go to the line here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Mavs try to dig themselves out of an early hole. First one's good for Green. I mean, that's an embarrassment how they came out in this game, man. You had a chance to put your statement on this series, and this is what you do? Green makes the second. Fraud Russell Westbrook bringing it up the court. It's over to Norm Powell, who will pull up from three, and he hits. This is going to be a long game, I fear. It's going to be a long game. Norm Powell's hitting those. It's going to be a long game. Mavs should get booed off the court here in the first quarter. Kyrie gets into the lane. He can't make a shot because he sucks in first half of basketball games, and it's unacceptable, frankly. Paul George, wide open transition three, hits. Mavs are down 16. They've given up 30 points in the first quarter. They only have 14. How do you come into today's game being unprepared to play? You have their backs against the wall completely. And this is the shit that you bring out? This is what you bring to the table? Disgusting. Disgusting. It's a disgusting effort. That's what I'm saying to Kang. How the hell do you not wake up at home 2-1? How did you not get out of bed today, come in ready to go with the crowd behind you? There is no excuse for what is going on at the American Airlines Center right now. None. Zilch. Nada. Should not be the case. Mavs are 4-15 from the field, 0-7 from three. And they have had wide open threes, by the way. Wide open threes. They almost get an 8-second violation. Josh Green will get into the lane. He'll miss. It was a goaltend. They didn't call it. Paul George going to get an easy drive and kick. Terance Mann, he makes his wide open three. Mavs are down 19. Just didn't show up. They're acting like this is some throwaway game in February. This is game 4 of the playoffs, and you have a lead in this series. This is nothing short of embarrassing for the Mavericks. I don't know what else to say about it. Down 19, they're going to get a shot clock violation here. Maxi Kleber, of course, made the three, but it's a shot clock violation, so it doesn't matter. $40 seconds remaining. Clip's going to go 2 for 1. Paul George guarded by... Paul George just made a contested step back three, guarded well by Josh Green. It may just not be the Mavericks night. They got punked. They got absolutely punked in this quarter. Luka gets fouled. He's going to go line for 2. There is no excuse for what is going on at the American Airlines Center right now, a mile from home. None. Luka puts in the first. Gafford back in for the final 16 seconds of the first quarter. Kyrie coming out. The Rangers are trying to blow away a lead too. That's awesome. Paul George has 16 points. The Mavericks have 15. Luka makes the second. Absolute embarrassment, man. George their Mavs are trapping George. Norm Powell gonna take a 30-footer. He crosses over. He's gonna hit, I'm sure, and he does, of course. Clippers have a chip in the ball or something. They hit every shot, even if it was contested. The Mavericks missed every shot, even if it was wide open. And the Clippers have a 23-point lead going in to quarter number 2. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks should be flat out embarrassed about what happened there. What a joke. I'm telling you, Rusty, they put a chip in the ball, dude. Jeremy, of course he's getting off. Getting away with pushing off. Getting off. Pause. Chill out, Coop. Chill out. They are getting punked again. After the abhorrently bad effort that they put together in Game 1. They came out in Game 2 and Game 3. We thought they rectified their mentality. We thought they rectified their defensive effort. All of that's out the drain. All out the drain now. You're down 23 at home when you had a 2-1 lead and the crowd was behind you. This may even be worse than Game 1. Ugh. Fucking disgusting. Got our first super chat of the day, though. Shout out to Jeremy Chugs, friend of the show here. Chugs. Let's see what he had to say. Oh, this. Give me a second, Chugs. I'll fix this for you. Mavs trying their best to blow this series. Yeah, I mean, they kind of are. It's an absolute joke that they were up 2-1, and they're just allowing the Clippers to have a free game again. The Clippers have got 2 free wins in this game. When was the last time a team got 2 free wins in an NBA playoff series? It's just a joke, man. The Knicks took their 3-1 lead because they have mentality. Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart. They have character. They have toughness. Does this team have character and toughness? If so, where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? Dedon, you're asking all the right questions, brother. What is going on? What happened to the penetrating lob? You're asking all the right questions, my man. I have no idea. I have no idea. Carnival, absolutely. Try to cut it to 10 by half. That's your goal right now. Your goal is to cut it to 10 by half. I can't fucking believe this is happening again. Another super chat coming in from Jeremy Chuggs. Besides Luka and Kyrie, who needs to step up? The entire team, Chuggs, needs to step up. They're missing wide open threes. Josh Green and Derrick Jones, wide open threes. They're missing. The whole team just did not come out to play today. Every single person on the squad, including Jason Kidd, needs to step the hell up. $5 from Omar's Burner. Shout out to you, Omar. Didn't know Mike Tomlin coached the Mavs as well. Trap game. How could this be a trap game in the NBA postseason, man? It is unacceptable. Luka knifing in the lane, can't make a free throw. I mean, they can't make anything. Westbrook kicks it out to Harden. Harden over to Powell. Of course, he missed it. I'm shocked he missed. Norm Powell missed a shot. Alert the presses. Minute gone in the second quarter. Luka kicks it out to Washington. Washington with the floater, it's no good. Mavs couldn't buy a bucket right now. My men's league that I'm going to play in later tonight will get more buckets than the Mavs got in the first quarter. Guaranteed. Terance Mann backing it out. Mavs just leave him wide open to take a three. He misses. Derrick Jones getting the board. Kyrie trying to push the pace. Goes around the baseline. No, that's not Kyrie. It's Jaden Hardy's in the game. Jaden Hardy in the game for the first time in meaningful minutes. Luka pushes off. PJ Washington. Terance Mann flops. No call. Washington reverse. It's good. Glad the dumbass refs didn't fall for that. Dribble handoff back to James Harden. He's trapped. He's now guarded by Gafford. Pulls him out. Harden sidestep three. James Harden and Norm Powell have been the best players in this series for the Clippers. PJ Washington in stride three. It goes in and out. Let's get Westbrook to start feeling himself and take some shots here. That's what we need. Yeah, let Westbrook run the offense. Tyronn Lue, please. Luka throws up a lob to PJ Washington, who gets it to go. The Clippers take a timeout. Luka yelling at Nick Buckert, the ref. And it's 42-20. I mean, it's a 22-point game. It's a 22-point game. Embarrassing. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to Jeremy Chuggs for the super chats. We greatly appreciate you. We do have a super chat menu on today's show. Any super chat, give you a shout out. $5. Omar, I'll do this for you. And then 20, a beer chug. $5, a Let's Go Mavs chant. Let's go Mavs. Let's go Mavs. We need it. Need the Mavs to somehow get back in this game and take control of the series. I can't believe what's happened. Can't believe this has happened. Cowboy season, absolutely. If we can make it by 10. Yeah, agreed. If we can make it by 10. I don't know why this happened once again, but it has. The Mavs are down 22. You got to start with the stop here. Stop James Harden, stop Norm Powell. You might win the game. Who would have thought that'd be the case? Kawhi Leonard's knee, not good enough, and he's not going to play tonight, probably in the rest of this series, if I had to guess. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Kang. Like, it's everybody. You should be mad at Luka. You should be mad at Kyrie. You should be mad at Josh Green. You should be mad at Daniel Gafford. You should be mad at Jason Kidd. Every single person is culpable for this. There is not one person to point the blame to here. Oh, boy. Clippers were 8 of 11 from 3 in the first quarter. I think they're 2 of 3 in the second thus far. They are just shooting lights out, cannot miss, and the Mavs can't make anything. What more can you do? True colors, if the Clippers lose big, that would be a miracle. Beyond miracles. Clippers are not going to lose this game. The Mavericks, however, might. Down 22. That's what I'm saying. No, it's always when Claw's out. Do they feel like they can take it off? Do they feel like they can let down a little bit? I don't know why you'd feel that way because this is the NBA freaking postseason. Terance Mann's frustrating Luka in this game so far. He's frustrating Luka for sure. He's all over him. Luka has no answer. Tried to go to Nick Booker to tell him to watch him, but he's been a very good defender on Luka this series. Has held him to 4 of 21 as the primary defender on Doncic so far. Russell Westbrook with the ball. Let's keep it that way. Westbrook gets it to Powell. Mavs laps in defense. Mann, top of the key. Gets it over to Plumlee, who dribble hands off to Harden. Harden, step back three. He falls. And of fucking course he makes it. Tried to draw a foul because he cheats the NBA game. Clippers are 10 of 15 from three. Mavs are 0 of 9. 25-point game. If you shoot 10 of 15 from three, you're going to win every single ball game you play. Ever. Mavs are scared to take threes now as Derrick Jones gets in the lane for an easy two. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're covering the Mavs win or lose all throughout the 2024 NBA season and offseason. Harden gets it to Westbrook in the lane, kicks it out to Norm Powell. I'm sure this will be good. It's not. Luka gets the board. The Clippers are now 10 of 16 from three. All right, it's progress. See if we can get them under 50. Luka, pull up three. It's way short. Not even close. That was ugly. Harden going the other way. Calls for an ISO on Luka. He's going to try to draw a foul. Luka lets him go by. Harden, step back, easy in the lane. That was horrible defense from Doncic. Just let him right by him. Let him right by him. Gafford, the screen on Kyrie. Kyrie slips, passes it back to Gafford. Gafford throws it right back up for no reason, and it's a turnover. Westbrook going the other way. It's to Mann. P.J. Washington takes Mann down. That's going to be a foul. Did not show up to play basketball today, fellas. Zubats with the floater in the lane. It's good, of course. Mavs go back at a quick 2. 49-24. Mavs down 25. Westbrook screens for Harden. Luka guarding him. Worst game 2 and 3, Luka. Harden going to take a step back 3 probably, is my guess. Penetrates the lane. Mann kicks it out to Zubats. Back out to Harden. Top of the wing 3. And a shot clock violation. Wow. He also missed, which is crazy. $6:50 remaining in this quarter. This is just disgusting hoops, man. Kyrie turns it over as he gets double teamed. Terance Mann the other way. Over to Zubats in the lane. Guarded well by Lively. Dumbass Tony Brothers calls a foul on Lively for no reason. What? Why can't Kyrie play in the first 2 quarters of a basketball game? They need him to show up in the first 24 minutes, man. He hasn't done it all series. Harden gets it inside to Zubats for an easy dunk. Luka looks to the bench like, what the hell is going on? They have no answers. No answers. This is a yawn fest, fellas. They have no answers. Doncic, step back 3 in his wheelhouse. It's no good. Luka just got teed up. He's frustrated with the officials. Second tech of the series. He always has problems with Nick Booker, but the refs aren't the reason why the Mavs are getting blown out in this game. Not even close to the reason why. Didn't even look like he said anything, but officials have fragile egos. Harden's going to heat check, step back 3. Kyrie gets an and 1 to cut the lead to 29. (55-27), Clippers lead. Mavs have no answer for James Harden, who's turning back the clock in this series. Luka over to Green. Back to Luka. Over to Kyrie. Kyrie pull up left wing 3. It's good. Paul George in the lane. It's turned over. Green gets it. Tries to push it up to Kyrie. Kai's going to pull up from 3. Hits. Kyrie hits. Mavs on a mini run here. It's a 22-point game, but at least they're showing some signs of life. They're showing some sign of life here in the second quarter. As they go on a mini run, cut the lead to 22. Plenty of work to be done, but showing some sort of life here in the second. While we are at a TV timeout, I need to tell you about today's sponsor, which is PrizePicks. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, you'll get a first deposit match up to $100. What is PrizePicks, you ask? It's daily fantasy sports made easy. It's the #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you have to do is pick 2 to 6 players, select their stat projections, pick more or less, and voila, you have it. You can do any sorts of PrizePicks. You can do points, rebounds, and assists. You can do shots on goal in the NBA. You can do fantasy scores. PrizePicks has it all. Just make sure you do it at PrizePicks by going to prizepicks.com/CLNS and using code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Here's our entry for today, which I'm not feeling good about, honestly, because Paul George has completely taken over this ballgame. Paul George, I took the less on 29.5 points, rebounds, assists. George has 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. So he is at 23. He needs 6 more points, rebounds, and assists combined. We didn't hit on that one. Kyrie Irving's had the last 5 points for the Mavericks. I believe he has 7 now on the night. 9. So we're kind of on pace for that. And Luka, 53 points, rebounds, assists. The less on that, I think it's going to cash. Luka has 12, 3, and 3, so no problems there. But either way, you can play this one. You can play a different one. Just make sure you do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Mavs cut the lead to 22 after a Kyrie Irving mini run. Find a way to get it to 10 by halftime. Get it to 10 by half. Christopher, watch Kawhi come back in Game 7 and torch us. I would not be shocked in the least, my man. Not be shocked in the least. Luka needs to turn his frustration into buckets, not texts. Absolutely. Look, I'm the one. I can yell at the refs. The refs stink. Let me be the one to yell at the refs. I understand Luka hates them too. Luka, you got to go hoop, baby. You've got to go hoop. The Clippers are just lighting it up from 3. It's unbelievable what they're doing in this game. $27-point differential, 9-0 run. The Kyrie's had the last 9 points of the game for the Mavs. So these are his first points. We resume play. 4.5 remaining in the first half. Clippers up 22. Harden with the ball, guarded by Kai. Over to Paul George. Gets P.J. Washington to bite, doesn't shoot. Gets into the lane, though. George out to Mann. George pulls up from 3 with the shot clock expiring. Do you guys think he made it? Do you guys think he made it? Of course he fucking made it. It is unreal what the Clips are doing. But Kyrie makes another one. He has the last 12 for the Mavs. It's actually kind of incredible what Kyrie's doing here. It's 12 straight points for him. It'd be great if he could sustain that. Mavs force a turnover. Here's Kyrie again. He wanted to pull up from 3, but he gets right past James Harden. Over to Dereck Lively for the dunk. Good offense on the Mavs, but is it too little too late? Wait and see. The AAC is on its feet down 20, and I love to see that. That means the team is still feeling it. A foul on Kyrie, I believe. Harden bringing it up the court. He is guarded by Doncic. Waves off a screen. Kyrie going to come to trap. They don't. Paul George swings it over to Mann. Mann on the left wing. He drives. Gets it into Zubats, who's guarded by Lively. Good defense there. Paul George gets it back for 3. He hits. What the hell is going on? The Clippers actually need to be investigated by the NBA for what they've done to these basketballs. Lively gets it at the free throw line over to Luka, who drives. Luka gets in the lane. He tries to scoop. It's no good. Lively, the tap out. Washington, 3 hits. The Mavs are trying to get back into this ballgame. But the Clippers are just shooting it too damn well. Harden gets past Green. He's in the lane. He steps back. He's going to hit this. Kyrie, he's in the lane. He pulls up. He hits. They're going back and forth now. It's great the Mavs woke up on offense, but they still need to get a fucking stop. Paul George pushes off, no call. They're going to come trap him. Zubats gets it wide open in the lane. Norm Powell gets it. He'll kick it out to Harden. Back to Paul George. George going to take yet another three. He misses. Kyrie gets it up to Green. Green slows it down. Pulls it back out. It's out to Kyrie now on the left side. He's top of the key. Pocket pass to Lively. Lively in the lane. Gets a layup. $63-45. A minute and a half remaining here in the half. Harden with 10 at the logo. Clippers moving slow on this possession. He's going to pull this one, I'm sure. Guarded by Luka. Luka fouls him. Luka hates the call. Harden completely flops. He almost got thrown out of the game. It's a foul. Harden flopped and sold it, but it's absolutely a foul. Westbrook with the ball. Gets it over to PG. George cooks Dereck Lively. Makes another three. This is an unbelievable performance from Paul George, man. At some point, you just got to tip your cap. He has 26. Dereck Lively, alley-oop from Luka. It's good. Mavs have no answer for Paul George and no answer for James Harden. Norm Powell in the lane. The officials are making a mockery of this game, and it's a 21-point game. I think Jason Kidd's going to challenge this because this wasn't even close to a foul. I mean, they're going to call a push-off on Kyrie there? Kidd not going to challenge because he doesn't use his challenges in the first half. Why try to give your team any momentum whatsoever? Fraud Russell Westbrook at the line. He misses because the ball doesn't lie. Completely clean there. Misses both because the ball never lies. And PJ Washington just throws it away. Mann gets it one-on-one. Euros in the lane. No good. Westbrook loses it. Washington, and they call a loose ball foul on the Clippers. My goodness. Westbrook misses both free throws. Washington gets the board, tries to throw an outlet pass, and no one's there. Turn it over. Clippers missed the layup. God almighty, what is going on? Kyrie with the rock. 22 seconds. 3-second shot clock differential. Kyrie with 8 on the shot clock. With 6. With 4. He gets in the lane. Goes up for the layup. Gets fouled. And almost gets the and one. 6.8 seconds remaining. Kyrie going to go to the line for 2. Got Westbrook in the air. Almost finished the and one, but couldn't get it to fall. The first one's up for Kyrie. Good. Maxi Kleber into the game for defense. Josh Green into the game as well. Kyrie, 15 points in this quarter. Perfect 5 of 5 from the line, or from the field. Make it 16. Mavs full court pressing here. 6.8 seconds remaining for the Clips. Harden. Inbounds to Westbrook. Westbrook hurries it up. Westbrook goes right to the rim. Derrick Jones plays great defense. That'll do it for the half. Mavs down 17. They closed the gap a little bit. Could be much worse. They got hot there in the second quarter. Kyrie Irving with 16 points on 5 of 5 from the field. It could be worse. It could be much worse. Halftime, grade the Mavs performance so far. A, B, C, D, or F down in the comment section. It's an F. The offense is a D because they woke up in the second. But, I mean, how do you play like that at home again? How do you do it again? Oh, brother. How do you do that again? Hopefully PG doesn't shoot like vintage MJ in the second half. Yeah, that'd be great. If Paul George would not be Michael Jordan in the second half, I would love that. I mean, that was a performance for the ages. It was his career high in a playoff first half. It's his game high in this series already. He already hit his prize picks projection. Don, let me look for you there. Mavs did win the second quarter, actually, 33-27. So it's progress, but you're going to have to win these next quarters by 10 plus to win the game. They did win that second quarter. They were going back and forth there with the Clips for a while. It's nothing to show for it. Nothing to show, man. Like, they dwindled the lead 6 points, which is great. They just couldn't get stops, man. And sometimes the other team just shoots it. Norm Powell, Paul George, James Harden, none of them could miss. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's how it crumbled in the first 24. Hopefully the Mavs go into the locker room, take a hard look at themselves, figure out what they need to do to win this game. A 17-point lead is not insurmountable by any means. By any means, it's not. Cricket, Luka needs to step up. Yes, he does. 100% needs to step up. Ricky saying it's a D. XZ saying D. E-Raw, A+. Paul George might be a Sixer as Jake Chip comes in here. Kyrie had a good second quarter. Mavs still down 17 at the half, though. So who cares? Hey, Reed, can you fill up my water, please? That'd be great. Thank you. Luka needs to live in the lane. I agree, Kane, but I think his knee is bothering him. I think Luka's knee is bothering him, and he is not being as aggressive as he once was. I 100% agree, though. I think he needs to live in the lane. Oh, great play by Marcus Semien. Rangers trying to close out, win their series against the Cincinnati Reds. Perfect timing as the top of the ninth comes at halftime. Omar, it's definitely manageable. 17 is not much in today's NBA for sure. I would just really like the Mavs to go on a run here to start the third. Appreciate you, my guy. Have the momentum. Just gotta keep up the defensive intensity. Gotta keep it up. Finish the job. Irving may have to score 40, says Noah. He damn well might. He had 16 in that quarter after scoring 0 in the first. Will. Hopefully. Hopefully. Need another 36-18 quarter like game 3. Absolutely. If you have a 36-18 quarter here, you're up 1 going to the 4th. So hopefully they can do that for sure. For sure. You're all saying Clippers in 7. Still think the Mavs are going to win this series, man, but it is incredibly frustrating. Their lapses in concentration and just focus that allow other teams to get back in series. It pisses me off. It does. Harden does get the weakest whistle ever. He's a flop merchant who played for Jake Chipper's fraudulent 76ers. All he does is foul bait. He does not play basketball. He is like Joel Embiid. They both are cheaters of the game. They are. The Philly guys are looking at me. They're cheaters. All they do is play to get fouled. Play basketball. Play basketball. Disgusting. Omar, I think they will make it close too. I believe this will end up being a closer game than 17. Can you come back from 17 deficit at halftime? You can. You certainly can. 17 is not insurmountable by any means in today's NBA. Look at some halftime stats. Paul George, obviously the leading scorer in the game. 26 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 6 of 9. Nice but not from 3. James Harden with 18. He's 4 of 4 from three-point land, 6 of 8 from the field. That's about it for the Clippers as far as gaudy numbers go. Kyrie leads the Mavs with 16 that were all in the second quarter. He has 16, 3 and 3, where Luka has 12, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. But again, another poor shooting night from Luka, who is 4 of 12 from the field and 0 of 5 from 3. His legs just aren't in it right now. Legs just aren't in it. Halftime here in Dallas. You're not missing much as the Mavs are down 17. Patrick Seaman says the Mavs are winning this ball game. I think they will make it interesting. I'm not sure they win. Seep says they're winning this game. Kyrie did blackout. Look, I'll make this a new live poll. I'm going to make this a new live poll. Will the Mavs come back? Producer Seeps believes that the Mavs are going to win. Do I believe the Mavs are going to win? I don't know. Played much better offensively in the second quarter, that's for sure, but the first just was not good enough, and it might have put them in too big of a hole. Go vote in the new live poll. Will the Mavs come back? Kane, I don't think we do. I don't think we need to see more Hardy. I don't think we need to see more Jaden Hardy. Darius, if Luka and Kyrie play like themselves, they will. Yes, sir. Peace out. Yeah, that'd be great. Kyrie was more like himself in the second for sure. But it may have been too little too late. May have been too little too late. Everyone is to blame, by the way. It's not just Luka. It's not Kyrie for a slow start. It's not just Jason Kidd. It's not just PJ Washington. It's not just Josh Green. It's not just Daniel Gafford. It's everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're covering the Mavs all throughout the NBA playoffs and the NBA offseason. Myself and Harrison Graham bringing you content almost every single day here on Mavericks Today. So please subscribe today and join the almost 26,200 real ones on the channel already. Shout out to y'all. It's a lengthy review. I don't know. The Mavs just got to keep up the intensity on the defensive end. If Kyrie blacks out, then that's great. That'd be awesome, but we'll see. That's what I'm saying. Koi, exactly. Or KO2, however you say it. I apologize. They have the magnet ball from Dave & Buster's that just went into the net every single time. They should be investigated by the league for what they did in the first half. They need to be investigated by the league. $100 people watching. Shout out to y'all. The King, yeah, Exum has not shown up in the playoffs at all. He hasn't shown up, which is a shame because he was really good throughout the offseason. Or throughout the regular season, excuse me. But he has not shown up. Plain and simple. How has Exum not shown up? I don't know, but he hasn't. Markieff Morris better be giving a Ted Lasso halftime speech. I don't think he's giving a Ted Lasso halftime speech. More, he's giving like a Bobby Knight halftime speech. Throwing chairs and shit. That's what should be happening. Augie Garrido style. Fully agree, Brent Nason. She needs to play better and harder defense than he did in the first half. They still gave up. They outscored him 33-27 in the second, but the defense wasn't good enough. Clippers got too many easy shots. And they made everything. Even if the Mavs were playing good defense, the Clippers were still making shots. So at that point, it's more of you just tip your cap. But the lights may be too bright, man. It might be too bright. Shout out to all the real ones sticking with us. It is halftime of Mavs Clippers Game 4. You're not missing anything here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hopefully it's a good second half for the Mavericks as they try to take a 3-1 lead in this series. But right now, it's looking murky. In the live poll right now, 76% of you say the Mavs are going to come back and win this game. Y'all might have more faith than myself because I don't believe that. 76% though saying yes. We'll see what happens, man. Mavs just need to come out with some intensity. That's all. Come out with intensity. Come out with fire. Will yourself back into this game. Try to get under the Clippers' skin, which is pretty easy when they have Russell Westbrook and Terance Mann on their team. If you get those guys messed up in the brain, you have a shot to win this game. Oh, that rhymed. I didn't even mean to do that. Why do my Mavs and Steelers always have to sell when the other team is weakened? This should be an easy win. It's a major sell, Omar. It's the definition of sell. This is like when you're up 19-16 on 2K and you lose. Major sell. Matthew, is Luka injured? He's playing hurt. His knee is definitely bothering him. He has a banged up knee. He said it was really stiff coming into today. Warmed up. Said he could play. 12 points at the half, but he is definitely not 100% and his knee is bothering him. Absolutely. Don't know if injured is the right word, but maybe hurt. Maybe hurt. Second half should be getting underway here shortly. Long halftime, about a 20-minute halftime. The Clippers shot, I don't know if you know this, Seeps, 66.7% from three in the first half. James Harden 4-4, Paul George 5-7. Norm Powell 2-2. Kyrie blacked out in the second half. See what happens. I don't know if they're going to win this game, but they won the second quarter. You got to win the third and the fourth. Shout out to Omar's Burner with the $5 super chat. It's a real one. It's like when you have a stretch of games of playing like the Cardinals and Patriots and lose both. Yeah. That is basically what that is. You're not wrong there. Not wrong at all. All right, I think we're back in Dallas here as the third quarter set to get underway at the American Airlines Center. We need this one. Need a good half. Let's go. Shout out to Omar for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Omar. Let me know who you got. Type DAL for the Mavs, LAC for the Clippers. I'll ask you once again as the second half set to get underway. Type it down in the chat right now. Mavs, Kyrie gets the first shot. He hits again. The Kyrie Irving show is continuing as the Mavs get the first bucket of the second half to put themselves within 15. Let's go. We got a $10 super chat coming in from Koi or KO2. Let me know how to say your name down in the chat so I don't butcher it, but I greatly appreciate the $10 super chat, my guy. Koi says, we need Luka Magic. It's not a want. It is a need. There is no question about it. No question about it. Derrick Jones goes up, and it's an and one. He gets hit on the way down. The Clippers playing dirty basketball. What's a shock there? As the Mavs trying to make something of this. They're trying to make something of this, Seeps. 15-point game. Get a couple stops and a couple scores. It's a 10-point game. Then the Clippers start shitting themselves because they're mentally soft. Derrick Jones going to the line to convert the three-point play. Been a decent free throw shooter this year. It's up. Short. But I think, Luka gets the board. Have a chance here. Luka knifes into the lane, steps back on Mann, and hits! The Mavs are coming alive on offense. It was 31. Mavs have got it down to 13. It's a 13-point ball game now. Derrick Jones guarding Paul George. Paul George top of the key. Mavs intensity is picking up here a little bit. George to Harden gets it back. Tries to cross him over. Steps back. Great D from Derrick Jones. They get in the lane. Terance Mann left wing three. It's good. The Clippers can't miss from three. Luka backing down Amir Coffey. Kicks it out to Derrick Jones, who takes flight in the lane once again, and it's good. Derrick Jones providing some offense here for the Mavs to start this third quarter. Mavs going a little full court press. PJ Washington on the James Harden assignment right now. Harden loses control of the ball. Washington dives for it. He gets it. And a foul on James Harden. That's the effort we need. That's the effort we need to win this game. That's the effort we need to win this ball game. KO2. Okay, I got you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Kyrie into the lane. Fades away. And hits! And hits! The Mavericks are within 12. The Mavs are going to foul as Kyrie has 20 points, 7 of 11 from the field. He has caught fire here for the Mavericks, and this could be a ball game. Terance Mann has it, guarded by Luka at the top. George on the left wing, knifes into the lane, kicks it out to Coffee to Mann for a wide open three. No good! Zubac tips it out, and that's going to be off of Gafford, and it will be Clips ball with a 14-second shot clock. Mavs doing everything they can to get themselves back into this ball game. Josh Green, early check-in, as it looks like Derrick Jones got hit right where it hurts. He's limping off as Mavs head trainer Dion Calhoun comes to look at him. Clippers get it into George, who's guarded by Gafford. Mavs play great defense and force a travel. They force a travel on PG. This is the defense that won them the game in game 2 and 3. Luka brings it up. Gafford with the screen. Luka in the lane. Kicks it out to Josh Green. Josh Green from 3. The right wing. It's no good. Paul George out and pushing. He's guarded by Kai. Mavs are going to have to send help here if they want to get a stop. George in the lane on Zubac. Zubac's easy. Oh, he missed. Oh, and Terance Mann tries to murder Luka. God, Terance Mann's such a bitch. Can't fucking stand him. Can't stand Terance Mann. As Zubac airballs a chippy, Luka grabs the board and Mann just tries to murder Luka. Ugh. I hate Terance Mann, dude. Kyrie going to bring it up for the Mavs to initiate this offense. Mann takes that assignment. They send Washington and Gafford double screen. Get the Harden switch. Kyrie in the lane with the left hand. The floater, it's good. Kyrie is on fire. And the Mavericks have made this a 10-point ball game. The Mavericks have made this a 10-point ball game. Kyrie Irving catching absolute fire in the second half of the second quarter and the first part of this one. And the Mavs are right in this thing, man. They are right in this. Right in this ball game. Come on. KO2, let's go Mavs. Gustavo, let's go. Dadon, yes sir. David, let's go. Come on. Omar, they cut it to 10, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Unitive says, told you basketball's a game of runs. Hey, it's always a game of runs. Always a game of runs. Hopefully this is the Mavs' time, man. This got to be the Mavericks' time. It's a 10-point ball game. They're trying to get back and claw back. They threw the first punch of the second half. Will the Clippers respond? Will the Clippers respond? Omar, you're right. I really didn't. I really didn't believe. Will they respond, though? Jose Baraja saying, "Ooh." I'm not a Ronaldo fan, though. Messi all the way. If we're going Ronaldo, Messi, it's Messi all the way. But shout out. Sir! Mavs make it a 10-point ball game. They were down as much as 31, I believe. Let me double check that, but I believe that is what the lead was. As I'm going to the play-by-play here. Yeah, 55-24, the Mavericks were down. They were down 31. They have erased 21 of those and have made it a 10-point game. Couple stops, couple more scores, it's a 4-point game. Stopping a score after that, it's a 1-possession game. Stopping a score after that, you're tied or have the lead. Keep it going. Keep the pressure on the Clippers. Make them feel you. Pause. Come out of here with a win, man. Come out of here with a win. Feed Kai, baby. It's Kyrie time. Kyrie time started early today. It started in the second quarter. But, hey, I'm glad he showed up in the second quarter. He usually waits until the third. If Kyrie didn't have that burst in the second quarter, the Mavs may not even have a chance to win this at all. Now the Mavs have a chance to win. Oh, man, let's go. Let's go. Plenty of basketball to go. Y'all are right. That was the pessimist in me. I didn't believe. But Kai's catching fire, man. And when he catches fire, there's not much like it in the league. There's not much like it in the league when Kyrie catches fire. He was cooking those Clipper boys. Forced a timeout out of Tyronn Lue. 37-16, the Mavs have outscored the Clippers since 5:33 in the second quarter. That's when they went down 31. Mavs showing a little full court press here as the Clippers inbound underneath the Mavs basket. No real pressure, though. Washington guarded by Harden. Other way around, excuse me. Harden in the lane. Gets stripped. Turns it over. 3-on-2. Here comes Luka. He gets fouled. No call. Luka stops at the free throw line. PJ Washington gets it. He Euro steps and they call a block. A block on Paul George. The Mavs are keeping up that intensity on the defensive end out of the timeout, where they've gotten hurt by the Clippers this series. And if I was Tyronn Lue, I might consider challenging that. I think he is. Excuse me, one sec, guys. Tyronn Lue is going to challenge this, and this might be a charge or a no call. Could be a charge or a no call. While we hit yet another TV timeout here, I want to tell you about our proud sponsor of today's Mavericks Today live stream, which is PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's PrizePicks, America's number one daily fantasy sports app. It's super easy. You just pick 2 to 6 players, choose more or less on their PrizePicks projections, and watch the cash flow in. On today's projection, don't follow my projections for today, because oh boy, am I wrong. Paul George, I had the less on 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He had 26 points in the first half, so he's already eclipsed that. Luka Doncic, 53.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That one actually might hit because Luka has 14 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. So he's at 25 right now. And then Kyrie has 22 already after his scorching second and third. So don't listen to me. Listen to yourself, though, and make sure you do it with PrizePicks. When you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, you'll get hooked up with a first deposit match up to $100. You can find that in the comments in the description of today's show. It is PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Mavs crawling back in this game slowly but surely. Slowly but surely crawling back into this game. Luka is definitely playing hurt. There's no question. Omar, not quite. Not quite. Not quite that bad. Luka still needs some help. Yeah, they need someone else to make a shot for sure. That would definitely help the matters. We do have a super chat menu on today's show. Any super chat, I'll give you a shout out. $5 will do a let's go Mavs. Let's go Mavs. 20. Got a little happy dad. Down to do some beer chugging. If you guys are down as well, it's a Sunday afternoon. The NFL draft is over. What more we got to do? Let's get it. Let's go. This is another long TV timeout as they try to go figure out what the Colin Secaucus is going to be. That's good, Don. That's funny. That's funny right there. Oh yeah, if the Clippers lose, Noah, they will be crying nonstop. Russell Westbrook may never recover. Good win for the Stars last night, who are trailing 2-1 to Vegas. They play tomorrow night, 8:30. Really means 8:50 according to ESPN. Hopefully the Mavs can follow suit here and make a nice little comeback. Yeah, they're going to call this an offensive foul on P.J. Washington, and it is the right call as Washington gets his elbow right into Paul George's chin. So a good challenge by Tyronn Lue. It'll be Clippers ball, which is the right call. Mavs kind of full court pressuring the Clips once again as Luka is on Amir Coffey. Coffey will take it and bring it up. Clippers running the set to get Paul George the ball, and they do. He's guarded by Green. George going to his left, kicks it out to Mann. Mann, a wide open three and hits. That's a good out of timeout play by Tyronn Lue, which the Clippers have gotten the better of the Mavs all series. I mean, the Mavs got to get a stop out of those timeouts. They left Mann completely wide open. He's 3 of 5 from 3, as is like everyone on the Clippers. Luka guarded by George. Gets George a foul and can't finish the and one. Got George up in the air. Couldn't finish, though, but he'll go to the line for 2. He will go to the line for 2. KO2 coming in with another super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Someone give Luka a senzu bean. I don't know what that means, but if it means something that'll make him play better, yeah, do that. Absolutely. First one is up and rattles home for Luka. Went around the rim. Gurjo says, come on, Mavs. Yes, sir. Clips do have 4 fouls already. Luka is laboring. You can tell that knee is not right. Second free throw for Doncic is up and good. It's an 11-point ball game. Can the Mavs get a stop? They run the same play they did last time to get George free. Luka gets the switch, though, and he's on him. George gets past Luka, wrap around past the Zubats for the easy dunk. Luka got cooked again on the defensive end. I just don't think his knee is right. I don't think his knee is right. I don't know why the Mavs aren't running it through Kyrie Irving right now, who's been the hottest player on the team. They're trying to get Luka going as well, and that's fine and dandy, as Luka does hit the step back. But conventional wisdom would tell you, if you have a hot hand, play him. And the Mavs aren't doing that. James Harden brings it up. Terance Mann won't take the open 3. Gets it to Zubats on the right elbow. Zubats kicks it out to George. Mavs trap on the pick and roll. Zubats gets it in the lane. He's going to go to the lane. And they don't call a foul. Oh my goodness. P.J. Washington intentionally fouled Ivica Zubats. And they don't call it, as Zubats was going to go up for an easy 2. Washington hooks him completely. And the officials just missed it. That's a big break right there. And there's a challenge here? You can't challenge a non-foul, right? So what? I don't know what the challenge could be unless the Mavs think it's their rock. Dragon Ball Z. Okay. I hardly played DBZ back in the day, but I know what it is at least. I know Goku. Gotta feed Kai. He's got to at least touch the ball and make something happen on the possession. If he doesn't shoot it, that's fine, but he's the hot hand right now. The Clippers fear him. Get the ball in his hands. I don't know what this challenge attempt is. Oh, the ball went off Zubats, apparently, according to my Twitter.com. And it looks like the Mavs are going to challenge this, and they do. The challenge is going to be successful. This will be the Mavericks ball coming out of the timeout, as the officials completely missed a foul. I don't know how that's I don't know how they missed the foul. I think the ref knew he missed the foul, thus he called it for the Clippers. Jason Kidd challenges, and they force the issue to get the ball back. I'm sure the officials look at that, they see the foul, but they can't go retroactively call a foul, and they look like shit. Jeremy Chugs is just being a troll here. Shout out to Chugs, though, for the soup. Mavs are getting all the calls today. Yeah, Chugs. No, not. They got a break there. They're owed about 5 more. Luka with the ball. Gets the switch onto Harden. They're isolated top of the key. Luka crosses him over. Spins in the lane. Luka to the rim. It's blocked. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Luka doesn't know it. Gafford gonna have to put it up. No good. Derrick Jones almost put back. Gets the board though. Misses a wide open dunk. Oh, Derrick Jones missed a wide open dunk, but the Mavs get the ball. Luka in the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul. Oh my goodness, Derrick Jones. Gafford put up a prayer of a floater. Jones missed the putback, got the ball on the loose. Just misses a wide open dunk. Oh my days. And then an offensive foul on Gafford. 76-65. Mavs trap Paul George. Coffee in the lane. Gets a floater to go. If Amir Coffee beats you, he beats you. Feels like this game's a lot closer than 78-65 as Luka in the lane misses a floater. Man, get Luka out! He's playing with very little basketball IQ right now. Sit Luka, man. Kyrie's been your best player all game. Feed him the rock. Man, God. Going to be Mavs ball after a turnover. Kyrie does have it this time. Gets a step over 3, no good. Mavs almost get the board. It's over to Harden. Derrick Jones. They come set the screen. They trap Harden, get Mann wide open in the lane. Floater, no good. He'll get his own rebound. He travels. Mavs get the turnover, and Mann fouls Luka. And that's got to be a take foul. That's got to be a take foul. Mavs are in the bonus already. The Mavs are playing with a low basketball IQ right now. They did end up calling the take foul, though, as Kyrie will make the free throw. Terance Mann just grabs Luka's shoe. Guy's a dirty player. Luka bringing it up the court. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Lively fakes the screen. Zubac's guarding Luka. Luka crosses him over into the lane. Tries to put him in the spin cycle. Zubac doesn't fall. Jones gets in the lane. He'll bank it in. And it's back to a 10-point game. Get a stop here, boys. Come on. George at the top, guarded by Maxey. Turnover. Here comes Luka. Luka gonna slow it down. He has Maxey wide open for 3. He didn't see him. Luka tried to play heliocentric. Get Luka out of the game. I'm serious. I want him out of the game right now. He needs a 2-minute rest. He is playing awful on the offensive end. Luka pulls a James Harden on James Harden and gets a foul call. He is playing poorly on the offensive end. The basketball IQ is not there. You're playing with low basketball IQ right now. I like that from KO2, Terrence Child. Going to the line for two is the MVP chance rained down at American Airlines Center. Not sure he deserves it today. Misses the first. Oh, dude. I would sit him the last 4 minutes of this quarter. I really would. Missed both. Get Luke out of the ball game, Jason. He's laboring up the court, too. He's not feeling himself. George guarded closely by Jones. Pushes off. That's an offensive foul. Tony Brothers finally calls it. Thank God. They've been doing that all fucking series, and this is the first one that was called. This is the first one that was called as Tony Brothers finally gives the Mavs the push-off call. Kyrie has it. He's double-teamed. Amir Coffey on him now. The double team backs off. Kyrie tries to step back. No good. And it's a turnover. Sloppy offense from the Mavs right now. Norm Powell in transition over to Coffey. Zubac's backing down Lively. Gets the spin. The bank. No good. Coffey throws it out. Clippers retain possession with 10. Westbrook has it. Guarded by Luka. Westbrook banks it. No good. Let Westbrook shoot every single time, please. I beg you. Let Westbrook shoot. 3 minutes remaining in the third. Luka beats his defender over to Jones for three. It's good! Derrick Jones hits the three and puts the Mavs down 7, the closest they've been since the first quarter. And the AAC is alive and well. 78-71, Westbrook with the ball. Guarded by Luka again. Kicks it out. It's turnover. Cleveland gets the steal. Luka slowing it down. The screen from Lively. Luka for three. No good. Lively the rebound. Kyrie. Wide open three pass up in the lane. The dunk. Lively dunk. And one. The Mavs are within 5. The Mavs are within 5. Kyrie pass up the wide open three. Gets in the lane. A beautiful dump off pass to Lively for the dunk and the foul. Lively misses the free throw. It's a 5-point game. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Westbrook holding it at the top. George gets it over to Zubac. Zubac, it's blocked by Lively. Here come the Mavericks, down 5. Kyrie in transition. Luka with the ball in the lane. Gets stripped, and it's a turnover. Amir Coffey has it going the other way. Coffey going to go coast to coast and probably lay this in. He misses. Lively gets it. Back up to Jones. Mavs have numbers. Kyrie in the lane. Jones for three. Misses. Oh, Mavs get the ball back. This is wild hoops. Kyrie for three. Good! It's good! It's good! It's a 2-point ball game! Let's go! It's a 2-point ball game! 132 remaining! Let's go! Mavs are down 31! Have got back to within 2! Kyrie's coming alive! The defense is coming alive! Paul George is not prime Michael Jordan! Let's go, man. Come on. Let's go. I see Rusty. I see Time Man, Lake, Gurjo, the Kang, Time Man, and HG in the chat. HG will be back for Game 5 on Wednesday, y'all. Don't worry. There's a very busy NFL draft week. Graham will be back. Don't worry. Let's go. Come on. Mavs are down 31. It's a 2-point ball game with a minute 30 remaining in the third. Let's go. Noah Turner, Omar, just Liam, Unitive, Josh, Gurjo. Come on, baby. That was a helter-skelter offensive possession. Mavs end up with a Kyrie 3. Clips weren't getting back. And the AAC exploded. A great block by Maxey and Lively on Zubats on the other end. Mavs get the transition bucket. Kyrie has 26 to the Clippers 23. Since they were down 31. KO2. The $5 super chat. Shout out my guy. Don't forget about fourth quarter Kai. Never. Westbrook, top of the key. Over to George. Maxey guarding him. George in the lane. No good. And that's out of bounds. Yes, that's Mavs ball. That's Mavs ball. Absolutely, that's Mavs ball. George calling for a challenge. Not going to happen. I think Maxey got hit or something, but he's okay. He's staying in the game. Close in on a minute left. PJ Washington over to Kyrie. Mavs can take the lead. Kyrie guarded by Coffee. Kyrie dribbling, pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound to George. Westbrook in fast break. Westbrook to the rim. It's no good, but Zubats there for the easy putback. Mavs going to go 2 for 1 here as Maxey tries to give and go with Kyrie, and Maxey makes a shit pass and turns it over. Here's George. George on Maxey. George in the lane. Gets an and one. Mavs had all the momentum in the world. All the momentum in the world, and it was killed by Maxey Kleber. Hate to see that. They had all the momentum in the world. Maxey Kleber kills it. George those were his only 2 points of the third quarter. As his free throw is up. No good. Dereck Lively gets the board. 30 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. Luka, guarded by Plumlee, steps back, steps through, over to Lively. Back to Luka for the layup. Good offense by the Mavs. This will be the final shot of the quarter, 82-78. George guarded by Jones. Luka comes to trap. They throw it to Westbrook. The Mavs will leave Westbrook unguarded, as they should. George gets it back, though. Offensive foul! Offensive foul as Luka draws the charge and gives out a scream! Absolutely! Luka Doncic defense coming alive as PG. Offensive foul gives him a shimmy. And Luka loves it, goes, ah! Final shot will belong to the Mavs with 7 seconds remaining. Luka picks it up. Luka steps back for 3. No good. We go to the fourth quarter. 82-78. What a game we have on our hands. Type those 4s down in the chat. Cowboy season already on it. Get those fours down in the chat, baby. My man JJ. Let's go. Comeback season. C-Mac. Nicholas. Come on. Come on. Get those fours in the chat. KO2. Vishal. The Kang. C-Mac. CT. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, Bugs, I got you, dog. I had one of our homies grab me some more water. I got some right here. I need to take a sip. Need to take a sip. Hang on. One sec. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. JJ, I didn't believe in us after we were down 31. I didn't believe in us down 31. Oh my God. I don't know why I have 80 on there. It's 82-78. 82-78. Fourth quarter upcoming. Time and Omar type in their fours. Unitive. Kuki. Yes, I got it. That's on me. That's on me. Good call, KO2. I'll do a new poll here for you. Good call, KO2. Let's see. We'll just go back to the normal who you got. Mavericks. Clippers. Let me know. Go vote in the new live poll. Who you got heading into the fourth? Is it the Mavs? Is it the Clippers? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Juan Garcia saying Mavs in 5. If the Mavs win, they will win on Wednesday. And it will be over in 5. The Chat Sports crew allowing me to do this game. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. YouTube.com/MavsTV. We do watch parties for every single playoff game. We'll be doing all off-season content, draft, free agency, all of it. We cover the Mavs better than anyone else on YouTube. So please be sure to subscribe today. Fourth quarter up next. I don't know how I can do this for another 12 minutes, but I'll have to find a way. I'll have to power through. Deep press. All right. And we're back. Westbrook with the ball. Top of the key. Drives on Gafford. Misses. Luka the board. Give Westbrook the ball. Give Westbrook the ball. Kyrie, a little crossover. He cooks Paul George, but he passes it back out to Luka. Luka on Harden calls for the Gafford screen. Takes the screen. Luka into the lane. Gafford, the lob. It's no good. And they're going to call a foul, a loose ball foul. I think Harden either cheated or he actually got hit in the eye. My guess is he was faking it as he was earlier. Oh, Luka got him. Luka got him. Okay, all right. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Norm Powell as the Clippers can't get out of their own way. They're being too aggressive on offense, and that was Luka's 4th foul of the night. Clippers are being too aggressive. They committed a couple offensive fouls here. As Powell absolutely sets a moving screen on Kyrie. Luka into the lane. Floater is good. And it's a 2-point game. Stopping a score. Mavs are tired, taking the lead. Norm Powell. Bank. It's good. Oh. Mavs can't get that stopping the score to break the dam. But they're back here on offense. Stagger screen coming. Gafford from the left side. Luka takes it. And they call a foul on Powell again. That'll be a side out. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Mavericks. Gafford gets it away. He tried to drive in the lane, gets his own board, gets fouled and can't finish. He got fouled but couldn't finish. Gafford will go to the line for two. $2 super chat coming in from my guy Matthew Peterson. Anyone ever tell you sound like the Mavs play-by-play guy? No, they haven't told me I sound like him. I have heard that I look like him, though. Similar name as well. Shout out to Petey for the soup. First free throw is up. No good for Daniel Gafford. That's why he needed to finish that. Gafford, got to split this. Got to make this one here. 84-80, 10:43 in the game remaining. Gafford makes the second. It's a three-point game. 84-81. Harden bringing it up. He's guarded by Kyrie. Norm Powell on the curl. In the lane. Floater. No good, but the rebound to Plumlee. Puts it in. Mavs got to box out better than that. Luka has Plumlee on him. He will drive. He will kick, and it's a turnover. Harden the other way. Clippers have numbers. Lob thrown to Plumlee. It's an alley-oop and a timeout by Jason Kidd. Not a good two-possession sequence there for the Mavericks as Luka turns it over. They get a putback dunk. Then Luka turns it over. They go the other way, get an alley-oop. Jason Kidd takes a timeout. And I'm actually surprised Jason Kidd took that timeout because he's not usually a timeout guy. Plumlee with the last four for the Clippers. The Clippers take a 7-point lead into this timeout here. Mavs got to find a good shot out of this possession. They got to within two. They had the ball to tie or take the lead. They couldn't break the dam. While we are at a TV timeout, I want to tell you about our proud sponsor today, which is PrizePicks. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100, you'll be able to play America's daily #1 fantasy sports app. What is PrizePicks, you ask? It's super easy. All you do is pick 2 to 6 players, and you select their stat projection, whether you want to go more or less, and you can win some money in real time. Don't be like me today and pick what I picked because I made zero money on PrizePicks today. Maybe I have to be eating peanut butter and jellies after this. No, I'm joking. But Luka, 53.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's heating up here a little bit lately. I believe he's up to 22 points. Yes, Luka has 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. So 22, 27, that's 36. Still a long ways to go there. Kyrie Irving, more than 24 points. Kyrie has 26. Cash that one. Paul George, he hit the more in the first half because he shot like prime Michael Jordan. So don't listen to me. Listen to your gut, though, and make sure you do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It is PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Mavs down 7 after a bad couple of possessions there, which Jason Kidd recognized and took a timeout. So it's 88-81 with 10:09 remaining in this ball game. Mavs got to get a good shot out of this timeout in order to stop this bleeding a little bit. Make the Clippers second guess themselves again. Got to. Come on, baby. They can do this. I feel optimistic they can win this game now. When they were down 31, I thought it was over. I feel optimistic they can win this game. They erased 29 of the 31. Couldn't get over the hump, though. Hopefully, a stop and a score does it again. Plenty of time left now. You did the majority of the work already. It's just the hardest part that is coming up. 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Kang fully agree. Got a scheme of play for Kyrie Irving here. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Paul George, 28 points, 26 of those coming in the first half, 6 of 9 from 3. He has not taken a three-point shot in the second. Kyrie Irving, 26 points, all of those coming in the second quarter on, as he was scoreless in the first. Tyronn Lue giving the Clippers words of encouragement, and we are resuming play. Kyrie Irving with the ball, brings it up the court for the Mavericks. Luka trying to post Westbrook up. Westbrook playing good defense on him, won't allow it. Kleba coming to set a screen for Kyrie. Kyrie will get into the lane, put some English on it. Good defense by the Clippers. It's no good. They're going the other way with numbers. They're 5-on-3 here. 5-on-4. James Harden in the lane. Floater. It's good. Mavs came so close to breaking this one in, and they couldn't get it. Kleba passes to Jones. Another turnover for the Mavericks, but the foul's called. They get bailed out here. They were so close to breaking the Clippers back, but they couldn't do it. Kyrie did get fouled on that layup attempt, by the way. Of course they didn't call it. Why would they? Luka guarded by Plumlee, 7 seconds on the shot clock, going to have to make something happen. Wants to go to a step back, but he gets past Plumlee, who fouls him. 14 seconds on the shot clock with 9:23 remaining in the ball game. Luka into Kleba. They get a dribble handoff back to Luka. Luka has Westbrook in jail. Passes out to Kleba, over to Kyrie. Kyrie going to have to put something up here. Shot clock expiring, another turnover for the Mavs. They're playing bad on offense right now, man. Not good enough on offense right now for the Mavericks. Clippers have a 9-point lead with the ball. Westbrook the screen. Here's Harden. Mavs come to double. Westbrook in the lane. Wide open alley-oop for Plumlee. Did the Mavs make their best punch, and was it good enough? Harden on Luka. Luka driving into the lane, kicks it out. Derrick Jones Jr. for 3. Good! Big bucket from Derrick Jones Jr. 8-point game here. 14 for Jones, 6 of 9 from the field for today. Harden guarded by Luka again as they get the switch. That's a matchup the Clippers clearly want. Plumlee coming to set a screen. Norm Powell for 3. Norm Powell and James Harden have killed the Mavericks in this series. Kyrie back the other way, gets a layup, and it gets it to go. Got to stop Norm Powell. Got to stop James Harden. It's Luka on Harden again. Clippers clearly are hunting this. They free up George with the back screen. Over to Plumlee. Plumlee in the lane to Westbrook, who gets the layup. Mavs can't get a stop right now. Mavs can't get a stop right now. What got them back in the game was their defense, and they can't get a stop. Tony Brothers whistling for something here. I don't know what's going on as the teams go back to their benches. Could be a flagrant here as Derrick Jones kind of swipes Westbrook across the head, but Westbrook gets Maxi Kleber on the head as well. Still have a stoppage in play here. We don't know what's going on. 7.5 minutes. As the Clippers have really found a rhythm here in the fourth, and the Mavs haven't been able to stop them, plain and simple. Mavs are going to have to do better on the offensive end. What's going on? Let's play hoops, fellas. Play some hoops here. We're still waiting. It's been about a 4-minute stoppage now for no reason. Luka has a protective pad on his right knee. He's really hurting right now. And we're finally going to resume play. Kyrie going to take the ball up for the Mavs. Kleber coming for the screen. Over to Luka. Luka trapped. Kleber swings it over to Kai. Kai, step back. 3. Good! Get the ball to Kyrie Irving in the fourth quarter. He should be the man that keeps you afloat. He should be the guy that runs the offense. Harden at the top. Going ISO on Luka. Beats Luka. Kicks it open to Westbrook for 3 in the right wing. Of course, he misses, but the Mavs can't get the rebound. Harden gets it, and the foul called by Tony Brothers 40 feet away. Kyrie saying he flopped, which he did. He's saying, come on, it's the playoffs. It's ridiculous. All James Harden does is manipulate officials. He does not play basketball. George ball, right elbow, crosses over, steps back. No good. Luka grabs the rebound. It's up to Kyrie. Kyrie, loses it. Kyrie loses it out of bounds. Couldn't handle the pass. He got past the first defender, but couldn't handle the pass. Tries to pick up the dribble on Harden. Got to get some stops here if you're the Mavericks. Cheating James Harden with the ball. Gonna flop Ben Taylor. Watch him. Mavs aren't even guarding Russell Westbrook. Harden pull up 3. No good. Rebound to P.J. Washington. Washington will bring it up the court. He'll go straight to the lane. He'll get fouled. He'll get it and 1. P.J. Washington going coast to coast. Giving the Mavericks a much-needed boost. 97-91. Washington gets the board. Both Luka and Kyrie were denied. Washington takes it up himself. Little Euro step on Plumlee, who fouls him. Washington gets the bucket to go. Great finish by P.J. Washington falling down. He'll go to the line to convert the 3-point play. 9 points on 4 of 8 from P.J. today. PJ's free throw is up. Ooh, and it rattles home. The 3-point play is converted. It's a 5-point ball game. Clips were up 11. Mavs have had the last 6. Here's Washington on Harden. Over to Norm Powell. Powell gets in the lane to Zubac. Luka blocks Zubac, and they call a foul. I thought Luka got him clean. He did get him clean. Luka got him clean. That is not a foul. I think Jason Kidd's challenging this too, and he should because that wasn't a foul, and that would be Luka's fifth as well. They're going to say he didn't have the verticality and he jumped forward. That's exactly what they're going to say. No contact with the head. No contact with the arms. Mavs challenge here, but I think they are going to lose this one because Luka wasn't completely vertical. Yeah, I mean, is that a foul? Probably. Is that a foul in the NBA postseason? No chance. Luka's gotten hacked way harder than that in this series, and they haven't called it. They haven't called it at all. So, call stands. Zubats, 12 points today, just 2 boards. Free throw, no good. No good. First free throw, no good. Luka going to stay in with 5 fouls, 5:55 remaining. Clippers are going to hunt that matchup every time. Zubats second free throw up. It's good. 6-point lead for the Clips. 98-92. 5:55 remaining. Derrick Jones brings it up. Clippers playing good defense. Kyrie gets it though. Maxi Kleber, right corner 3. Good! Call me Maxi, baby! Maxi has made some huge threes in this series. And it's a one-possession ball game again for the Mavericks. They were down 11 early, and they've gotten right back into it again. Terance Mann, right corner 3. No good. Rebound, Kyrie. Mavs can tie the game. Kyrie stops and goes. Kicks it over. Kleber didn't want to shoot the 3 that time. Kicks it back out to Luka. PJ comes to set the screen. They get the switch on Zubats. Luka, step back. 3. Good! It's a tie game in Dallas! The Mavericks come back from 31 down and tie the game at 98. Oh, baby, what do we have here? It's a tie ball game. Harden on Luka in the lane. Good. He traveled. The refs didn't call it. 100-98. The Clippers lead. 4.5 minutes remaining. Kyrie guarded by George. Pulls up. Banks. It's good. Mavs tie the ball game back up at 100 apiece. Harden bringing it up. Luka telling him to watch the travel. Luka can't do anything on defense right now because he's got 5. Harden going to try to exploit that. Luka had to let him go because he can't commit that second foul, and Harden is getting an easy bucket. The Mavs are going to have to find a way to counteract that. Less than 4 remaining. Kyrie with the rock. Kyrie pulling up for 3. It's blocked. Paul George blocks it from behind. George on the other end, guarded by Kleber, Terance Mann. Mavs get back good on transition defense. That's good right there. Kyrie with Harden. Kleber takes him now. Harden gets past Maxi. He scores. James Harden doing everything he can to get the Clippers to win this game. It's 104-100 with 3:24 remaining. As James Harden is trying to do everything he can to tie this series up at 2. He's having a hell of a game. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are your home for Mavericks basketball right here on YouTube. It's youtube.com/MavericksTV. All of the latest Mavericks news and rumors, watch parties, off-season analysis, everything doing with the Mavs We do it right here on the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Got 210 people watching too. If you would please hit that thumbs up icon and help get this video out to more Mavs fans so we can have more fun during these watch parties. 104-100 with 3:24 remaining as Jason Kidd took a timeout. And the Mavs need a bucket here, and then you need a stop. Hopefully, Jason Kidd, Sean Sweeney can find an adjustment to not get Luka as the on-ball defender because he has 5 fouls, and James Harden has just been abusing that and getting right around him. And Luka knows he can't do anything because the second Luka touches Harden, Harden will flop his head back, and the refs will fall for it because they've been falling for it for the last 15 years, and Luka will be out of this game. So they have got to find a way to get Luka on that matchup. Joe Lloyd, you can't sub Luka out now. If you were going to do that, you had to do it earlier in the fourth. Can't sub him out now. Hopefully, they took this use it or lose it timeout. We'll see if the Clippers use theirs after the Mavs possession here. You're right, HG. Knee plus foul trouble equals not good. Equals not good. Can't take him out now, though. Got to play him the rest of the way. Rusty, yes, he has. He's been attacking that knee that's bothering Luka. 100%. That's a good observation right there. He's been going left every time, which is Luka's right side, and Luka can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. He has not been as good as he was in Game 2 and in Game 3 on the defensive end, combined with the early foul trouble, combined with the knee pain. Not good. Not good at all. We are set to return here momentarily at the American Airlines Center. 3:25 remaining. Clippers up 104-100. It will be Mavs ball out of the timeout. Mavs came back down from 31. It was 55-24. And the Mavericks got it tied at 98. And now we sit here with a 104-100 ball game. We are back here at the AAC. James Harden's been huge he has been the best player in this series for the Clippers despite his flopping antics. He's gotten big buckets whenever they need him to. And I expect that to be the case down the stretch as well. He will be the go-to guy for the Clips. Paul George, 26 points in the first half. I believe only 2 so far. Here we go. Luka, guarded by Mann. Get it to Kyrie at the top of the key. Some dumbass fan threw a ball on the court as Kyrie was in the middle of a drive. And the Mavs are going to have to inbound now. I mean, that's embarrassing from Nick Buckert. Just pick it up after the possession. Luka gets the ball on Harden with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3. Kyrie's going to have to pull. He hits again! Kyrie Irving, the fourth quarter hero for the Mavericks. We know all about fourth quarter Kai. And he does it once again. Harden with the rock. They get the switch on to Luka. This isn't good. They're going to have to go trap. PJ Washington will. Luka will get the switch. Mann with the ball. Washington on Harden. Washington puts him in jail. Harden, as shot clock expires, no good. Rebound. Mavs can't get it. They finally do. They get it out of Harden's hand. Mavs down 1 with the ball. Chance to take the lead. Washington has it. Gets it over to Kai. Kai's guarded by Mann. Takes him left. Kai into the lane. Lay it up and in! And the Mavericks take the lead. It's 105-104. Timeout, Los Angeles. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Come on! Come on! Mavericks take the lead. They were down 31 in the second. And they come back. What a circus finish from Kyrie Irving. The best rim finisher in the world. And the Mavericks take a 1-point lead. Oh, are you kidding me? 2:14 remaining in the ball game. Can they close it out? Can they close it out? Oh, man. Final 2 minutes and 14 are going to be an absolute roller coaster. Spam MFFL if you want the Mavs to win. Get those MFFLs in the chat, all 300 of you, right now. Kyrie with 12 in this quarter. Handshakes with Markieff. Omar, Rockin, Luka, Ty-Man, Bugs. Shout out to Brent. Shout out C-Mac, all typing in their MFFLs. We appreciate it. $2:14 remaining. Clippers going to inbound from under the Mavs bucket. Going to have to go full court. Mann puts it into Powell, who gives it right back. Luka is on Terance Mann. They get it to James Harden, who's guarded by Washington. Washington throws it down low to Paul George. He loses it, but he gets it back. George on the right wing, guarded by Jones with 10. George with the ball with 8. George, step back. Hits. Oh, what a shot from Paul George. What a shot from Paul George as he knocks in a 3. Gives the Clippers a 2-point lead. 1:40 remaining. Kyrie with the ball. Drives again. It's no good this time. The rebound to Harden. Harden with the ball, 1.5 minutes remaining. AAC all on their feet. Washington gets switched on to Harden. They force Harden right. Harden gets in the lane. Easy layup. I mean, that's just bad defense. They called it and 1-2. No way! No way they called that. The officials are, you're calling that, man? You're calling that soft-ass contact? Really? You're calling that? Harden with 28 on the night. He gives the Clips a 5-point lead with a minute remaining. Mavs need a bucket here. Here's Luka in the lane. Gets to the rim. They call a foul on Amir Coffey. Luka will go to the line for 2. Paul George, just what a circus 3 he made off of Derrick Jones. That's playoff P right there. Luka, the first free throw. Good. Second free throw for Doncic is up. Good. 3-point game, 1:10 remaining. Harden has it. Luka, triple-double on the night, 27, 10, and 10. Harden guarded closely by Washington. Washington can't let him go by him this time. They get the switch, but PJ stays. Good D. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harden gets past PJ in the lane. It's good. The Mavs have to find a way to stop James Harden from getting past the primary defender. .112-107, Kyrie with the ball. PJ in the corner, left corner three for PJ Washington. It's no good. The rebound to the Clippers, and it's looking bleak now. Paul George with the rock. Fouled by Derrick Jones. 26 seconds remaining. I mean, James Harden absolutely cooking whatever Mavs defender is on him. George misses the free throw. Second free throw for PG. Mavs get all their rebounding in. Good. 6-point game, 26 seconds remaining. How can the Mavericks figure this one out? James Harden absolutely cooked the Dallas Mavericks tonight. .32 for George, 26 of those were in the first half. Harden, 12 of 17 on the field. He's been sensational. He's gotten every big bucket for the Clippers that they've needed. Every big bucket for the Clippers that they've needed. Mavs put their best defender on him in PJ Washington. And he abused Washington. Got past him every time. Paul George also made a circus step-back three as the shot clock was expiring with 2 minutes remaining. That was a big-time shot from PG after being really quiet. Here we go. Kleber inbound in the front court. Mavs struggle to get it in. They get it to Luka, though. Luka gets in the lane. They're going to give him the free two, and he'll take it. Timeout, Ty Lue. 22.4 remaining. That'll advance the ball to the front court. Mavs have a timeout remaining. Clippers just used their final. It is looking perilous now. The Clippers had an all-world shooting performance in the first quarter, and that's what's going to win them the game. That is what will win them the game. .4 remaining. No post-game show today. Probably just going to sign off right after the game, and we'll get you guys a fresh video for tomorrow. Josh Green checks in. James Harden with 31, PG with 32. They're going to inbound from the hash. Kyrie guarding the inbound. It's Harden. I don't know why Harden's guarding. Harden has the inbound. They throw it all the way in the backcourt. They get it to Terance Mann. It's back to Harden. Mavs have to foul James Harden. They are trying to. They finally get the foul with 17 seconds left. They wasted too much time there. It's 19-21 on the series. Free throws is James Harden. First one's up. Good. $14 in the fourth for Harden. Going to be 15 after he makes this free throw. And he does. Mavs use their final timeout. It's 1:15, 1:09, 17 seconds remaining. Mavs need a 2 here if they're going to, or a 3 here, excuse me, if they're going to do anything. First quarter beat them tonight. First quarter absolutely beat them tonight. If the Mavs came out to play in the first quarter, they'd be up 3-1. But they didn't. And this series is going to be tied going back to LA for Game 5, which will be Wednesday, by the way, a 9 p.m. tip-off on Wednesday, Central Time, for Mavs Clippers Game 5. Paul George had 7 points in Game 3. He has 32 tonight, 11-19 from the field, 7 of 10 from 3, including his most recent one, which was a crazy, crazy step back as shot clock expired. Aries, I agree. That's why I feel confident in this series still. Or, no, excuse me. Why did I waste my time on this? That's why I feel confident in this series, because they will not shoot this well again, ever. They won't. It won't happen. It won't happen. Maxey to inbound the ball. They call a foul on Derrick Jones Jr. I don't know what the hell that play was. I don't know why they decided to run a play like that. That was ridiculous. You got to get a 3, and they try to throw it into the paint to Derrick Jones Jr. Oh, is that? No, that's Kyrie, excuse me. Okay, never mind. Kyrie going to shoot 2 free throws. Mavs got to play the foul game now. First one's good for Kyrie. They check Luka out because he has the 5 fouls. Second one. Good for Kyrie. That's 111 to 115. No inbound pass guard for the Mavs as Kleber's going to try to cut off the outlets for Harden. They get it to Norm Powell. They get it back to Harden. They get it up to Paul George. Derrick Jones fouls Paul George with 13 seconds remaining in this one. Don't think the Mavs have enough juice to pull this one out. Tried their damnedest. They took a lead at one point. But James Harden and Paul George made some incredible shots. They're going to go down. Paul George misses, though. Misses the free throw. It's 115, 111. Luka just 10 of 23 from the field again. It's up. It's good. 116, 111. Mavs take it up quickly. Kyrie's going to try to pull up 3 here from 40. Misses. No good. Kyrie gets the board. Over to Luka for 3. No good. And the Mavs are going to lose this game. It's 116, 111. Going to be Mavs ball, but it's all over. As we have a 2-2 series here in the 4-5 matchup in the Western Conference. Mavs played their ass off and tried to get back after being down 31. They even took the lead there at 102-101. Then the Clippers went on a little run. And the Mavs weren't able to make a comeback. Great performance from James Harden. Great performance from Paul George. Not good enough on the offensive end from the Mavericks. And certainly not good enough in the first 12 minutes, which is where they lost the game. They absolutely lost the game in the first 12 minutes. So that will do it. It will be a 2-0 or a 2-2 series for Mavs and Clippers. Game 5 will be Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Game 6 will be Friday. Game 6 will be Friday. Go win Game 5. Close it out here Friday in Game 6. I don't believe James Harden will ever play that well again. I don't believe the Clippers will ever shoot that well again. And I still feel confident that the Mavericks can win this series. I really do. Still feel confident that the Mavericks can win this series. George and Harden just both went to zones that don't exist in anybody else in the world. So, they did it. I appreciate every single person who joined us for today's show. Much, much appreciated. Shout out to all you. We'll be back tomorrow with a fresh video, and we'll be back Wednesday for our Mavs vs. Clippers watch party. Until then, go Mavs, baby. We'll see you.